Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on to
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
So now I'm going to be thinking in an English accent for the next month of the World Cup. Whenever I watch the sport, whenever I think about, well, one of the things I think about soccer is hearing a British commentator, and when they call the play, like they just say the name of the player with the ball, and the closer to the net the ball gets, they add a little bit of tension and excitement into their voice. And then when they score, they just scream out the guy's name multiple times. Okay, so for example, here's the Edmonton Sports Talk team going from deep in our own end to scoring a goal. Okay, so it'd be like it's off a goal kick or we got it on a reset deep in our own end. You know, like Milne, Wilkins, Owanek, Thompson, Milne, Kubish, Nielsen, Kubish, LTE, Kubish, YTT, Milne, Nielsen, Dustin Nielsen. So he got the goal. It was like the slow build.
Oh, okay, good.
And then they tend to make a sort of. Maybe it's because there aren't a lot of goals in soccer. They always make sure they have a soundbite after the goal. You know, it's like if there's a goal 8 minutes into a hockey game, like even a game 7, you're not going to have it'll be like, well, that's a big goal to go up 1-0. You know, in soccer, it'll be like you score in the second minute, and it'll be like, and is that the strike that shall propel EST into the round of 16? A definitive strike by Nielsen. You know, it's like, well, there's like
the first half of the
minutes,
first
but
game.
maybe that's the only goal and you need it for the highlights. So when they do the sound up on the highlights that night, you know, it's like truly brilliant by Nielsen. And certainly, who would we be playing? Like, and certainly Sylvan Lake must be shaken by the powerful boot of the EST captain.
Sylvan Lake FC.
So, yeah, Sylvan Lake FC. So, we have Mexico leading South Africa. I missed the second red card. Oh, no, Mexico has a red card, too. My goodness, what a naughty game. They're going to blow it dead right away. It's over. Mexico 2-0. Sunny now. It was raining earlier. So there it is. First match of the World Cup. It's in the books, Jay. We're here. We're here. World Cup 2026 underway. Game in Canada tomorrow. Historic.
Historic, yeah. I'm glad you said that. History is being made.
Yeah.
We're watching history. Do you ever think of that?
Big Uke says, I could absolutely see how that play developed.
Well, you called it so brilliant.
Rip City Steps says, Reid will be calling the next World Cup. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, sorry. We made a mistake. It's Real Sylvan Lake. From around the ocean front.
Of course.
I was sorry about that.
Of course.
I think it's Pigeon Lake FC. Sylvan Lake is Real Sylvan Lake. Yeah.
Right.
And then I believe it's Ponoka United. Wetaskiwin City.
Oh, yeah. We should come up with, that's a great, we could do a whole show on that.
Vegreville Ham. Vegreville Ham and pierogies.
Andrew United.
Oh, my goodness. We are having a good time. Yeah, the second goal, especially by Mexico, was beautiful. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Off that, I tried to recreate it in our video today on Instagram. It didn't quite work. Oh, there, look, we got standings. Mexico 1-0 for 3 points.
This must just...
I love this. Oh, now the possibility. It's going to be hard for South Africa to finish first already. Can you see the TV? So almost see the TV.
I don't want to... Matthew did a great job. He tried raising...
Yeah, we have one of those raisable, adjustable tables.
The tables.
You can adjust the height of the table.
and the height is higher or heighter. But now, like Coob, like I can see the outer corner of it.
What a watch party there they cut to. Holy crap, there were a lot of people there.
Is it?
Yeah, I just quickly saw it. Yeah, you have to. Supposedly, that's what we're looking at.
Okay, so you go to Stadium Azteca
to
what are they calling it? Toronto Stadium, right?
Yeah, they can't call it. What's it
can't
usually
call it
called?
BMO Field.
BMO Field, yeah. Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, actually,
but those are all temporary seats at the end, right? Or some of them?
I don't know if it's both ends that are temporary. I know one end certainly is.
Right.
But the one they showed there did not look temporary.
I don't know. So now I'm going to compile this over the course of the World Cup. Okay, I actually have a document.
Oh, like a compilation.
Yes, of phrases that I hear while watching the World Cup that could also be used in perhaps if you're describing or getting involved in an intimate scenario with a
maybe in a romantic novel.
Yes, a romantic encounter, as we like to say.
So what happened from today?
He tried to get a touch on the way through. They actually said that.
Right.
He tried to get a touch on the way through. He could be like, "Hey, how was your date last night?" Well, I tried to get a touch on the way through. But no, too soon?
No. Send in your soccer terms that.
Well, you have to have heard it today.
Oh, no, make them up.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Make them up. I mean,
but I'm going to compile a list.
You're going to compile a list of actual phrases that were used on broadcast.
Okay, now here's what I get confused about. I don't understand how the South African goaltender allows that first goal. How do you allow a goal 5-hole?
Well, I think it just surprised the goaltender or the keeper. I mean, okay, so it went 5-hole.
Jumped out of the way.
It went 5-hole. And you're wondering, how does a soccer goalie get beat 5-hole?
Do they call it 5-hole in soccer, Awanik?
Don't they call it nutmegged?
Is that what it is?
You got nutmegged?
Really?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe it's called a nutmeg when you put the ball through your opponent's legs.
Like in a deking situation.
Yeah, but would that still happen against a keeper?
Yeah, I don't know if what that's called. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Darnell Nurse has reportedly given the Oilers a list of teams, 3 to 5 teams that he would be willing to be traded to. So things are moving along there. We do not have a coach for Edmonton Oilers. We'll continue to discuss that. The Knicks with what word do you want to use? Incredible. That is borderline unbelievable. I think especially in the context of their comeback in game 1 when they were down 15. And what were they against Cleveland? Down 22 in the 4th. So just how often they keep doing it.
Fantastic.
In the most clutch times of the season.
I specifically want to ask Paul Sir about that. What's the makeup of a team that does that? Because this isn't it wouldn't be coincidence. They've done this enough to prove that these are just stone cold killers. You cannot put them away. What is that? Is that leadership? Is that coaching?
Yeah, I want to see what Paul thinks. To me, it's all between the years.
Is that simply
it has nothing to do with basketball ability.
Is that simply De'Aaron Fox totally ruining that game for San Antonio?
I don't know.
When he should have dribbled it out with 12 seconds left on a turnover?
Oh, that one,
and took it to the rim and was blocked by OG Anunoby?
Oh, right, yeah.
And then they came down and scored the game-winning bucket?
Yeah. Incredible series.
It has been.
Am I the only one who, I don't care if the Knicks win or not? What's with everybody on the Knicks bandwagon?
Which is surprising because I feel like the Knicks are kind of the big bad Knicks. They have been since the days of John Starks and Patrick Ewing.
Right.
The big bad bullies of Broadway. Right? But somehow, maybe it's the OG Anunoby touch. Former Raptor, right? Was traded as part of the trade with RJ Barrett to the Raptors.
Right.
Wonder who won that deal. But maybe that's the side of it. OG Anunoby's a beloved, former member of the Raptors.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just a little surprised that this many people are go Knicks as opposed, like, I'm enjoying it, but I'm just like, hey, I'm enjoying it. That's incredible.
You know what?
But I'm not swept up by some Knicks magic. And I said it this morning. If you're swept up by the Knicks, then you're basically telling me you as a person are going to get swept up by the Leafs Cup run. Like the Knicks and the Leafs, that's the same franchise in different leagues. Big city, have to talk about them all the time. Haven't won a championship in a long time. Generally haven't been that good, or have had players they haven't been able to get over the hump with. Don't you think the Knicks are the Maple Leafs of the NBA? Like, if you're on board with the Knicks, you're telling me you're on board with the Maple Leafs winning the cup.
I disagree.
Oil country.
I disagree because the Leafs are hated in this market. The New York Knicks don't have that same association as the Toronto Maple Leafs
for Edmontonians, but I think if you look at it, from a global perspective.
Okay, to go back to your original question, I think the style of play the Knicks are playing with is compelling to watch. It's almost like we're going to outwork you.
Almost losing every game?
Well, no, but they win, and they win in electric fashion. Jalen Brunson is a likable, miserable person.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome to watch.
He's awesome to watch. He's funny because he rarely loses composure or cracks a smile or celebrates. They're fun to watch. So I don't know if I certainly wouldn't compare them to the Leafs in terms. I mean, I think that's just on a different level in Canada for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. My comparison is they're from the largest cities in their country. They're generally probably not liked by the rest of the country, but we have to hear about them all the time because they're in that city and have a big fan base, and they've generally been failures.
Do you think the Knicks are more likable than the Spurs? I do.
Well, I don't know. I've never thought about it that way. I'm just watching it.
Maybe people think of it as North America versus Paris.
Yeah, maybe.
With Wembanyama.
Yeah. Take your crumpets and croissants home, Wemby. No, wait, crumpets are English, aren't they?
Croissant is definitely Patty.
Haas says, I can't stand any team from New York. Rip City Steph said the players on the Knicks are highly likable. Fair enough. But both the final series are awesome.
Well, that's the thing. Like, everybody's talking about
Best
the Stanley
June
Cup.
ever?
Well, maybe. We'll throw it in the running.
Yeah.
That would be another ESP draft.
Best June ever.
Junes ever.
Well, June of 423 BC was pretty significant, Jay.
A lot
June
of fireworks.
Carter?
A lot of fireworks.
Yeah.
What?
June Carter? Or who am I thinking of? No, June Cash? Wasn't that the Johnny Cash is June Carter Cash? What's her name?
Well, that's your favorite June?
Sure, I don't know. That's the first June that came to mind. I don't know.
That's your first June that came to mind.
Junipers? I don't know.
You're a beautiful man,
First
Coop.
thing that came to mind.
I love you, Coop.
Yeah, we love you.
I love you.
I know what you're going for, but I don't know what person you're trying to reference.
June Carter Cash.
Was that her name?
June Carter
Yeah,
Cash.
June Carter Cash.
Played by, was that who Reese Witherspoon played in Walk the Line? I think she won an Oscar for that, didn't she?
Was that Reese Witherspoon?
Am I thinking of the right movie?
Is it Reese Witherspoon? Is that how it's spelled?
No, it's spelled Reese Witherspoon.
Wither? Like a wither?
I'm pretty sure.
It's Wither.
June Carter Cash.
Oh, I'm thinking Jeremy Witherspoon
of the hockey. The hockey. Oh, yeah, the speed skater. Her name was June Carter. And hang on, accolades. List of accolades received by Walk the Line. Well, it didn't take long to turn into a movie show. She won for Best Actress. Joaquin was nominated for Best Actor. He was also nominated for Film Editing, Costume Design, and Sound Mixing. It did not win any of those. The Academy Awards, March 5th, 2006. What a day that was.
The greatest month in sports history is unequivocally June of 1994, according to AI.
Well, both those finals were the 94 Cup Final was one of the best ever.
Rangers, Canucks.
Knicks were
7 games.
Knicks. Houston went 7 games.
Yep.
That was a great series. And OJ decided to run away. Who won the U.S. Open golf? Don't tell me. Did Ernie Els win in a playoff?
What
else are they including in that month? Did the World Cup start in the States in June of 94?
Yes. The start of the U.S. Open golf tournament, a pivotal NBA final games, And the iconic MLB game played by the Rangers at the exact same time, O.J. Simpson led police on a slow-speed highway chase that captivated the world. This all happened in June 1994.
The U.S. Open was June 16th to 20th. Ernie Els.
You were right.
You know, it's
Reid,
it's not easy just remembering stuff and knowing stuff.
You know what?
It's
not
easy.
I tell you? It's not easy living with a mind like that.
It isn't. No, it really isn't.
If people only
Thanks
knew.
for noticing.
You're a beautiful man.
Yeah, June of 1994 would have been a great sports month. I think we have one going on here as well. Imagine if Canada wins tomorrow.
Oh,
that'd be unbelievable. Okay, we better get to how you can contact us. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. We love getting limericks from you, limericks about the World Cup. Let's keep it simple.
yeah, and maybe some things that commentators might say.
The commentators might say, sure. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already, and click the thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
You can text us at 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. River Cree Resort and Casino has Tap 25, where it's 50% off the entire menu. That's all menu items at Tap 25, 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. rivercreeresort.com. We want to get to at least 100 thumbs every show. We've had done well doing that. I think more people are clicky with all the Babcock news. We will talk some Oilers stuff, especially the Darnell Nurse story, as we move along through the afternoon. Jay referenced Paul Sir, longtime executive with Basketball Alberta, Basketball Canada. He's going to join us to break down. He's always great at giving additional perspective into basketball and big events like that game last night. At 5 o'clock, we have a very special World Cup guest. I just want to say Jay and I are greatly looking forward to this. Local angle and a World Cup angle, Canada soccer angle, England angle. This is going to be just a blast. We just want to... like a lot of people are massively... I mean, beyond what you and I... Like, I think it's really cool the World Cup is in Canada. I'm thrilled there are games on during the day. There's extra live sports to watch. But my excitement is nothing compared to what Matthew Wannock and people like our guest at 5 o'clock are feeling. So we want to get that energy out into the world.
And can I just say, major bonus points when you have a soccer guest on with an accent?
Yeah.
I mean,
it'll be good.
Get ready, folks.
It'll be really good.
Get ready.
The afternoon headlines are presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Knickerbockers were down 29 and won Game 4 of the Hoopsie Doopsie. That's the biggest comeback I've seen since bell-bottom jeans. Mexico over South Africa in the soccer showdown. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a vuvuzela in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Is it Goodnight Nurse for the locals? There's more drama around this team than in the latest episode of Another World. I'm Chet Palmer.
Vuvuzelas. What World Cup was that?
2010, I believe.
Right.
No.
And that was in South Africa.
Or was that 06?
And those were the most annoying sounding...
Which one was it? No.
Musical instruments?
Germany Germany World Cup was 06. South Africa was 2010. That was the Vuvuzela one. That's exactly how they sounded.
Well, but we've had vuvuzelas at Elks games forever, right? Aren't they just those big horns?
I think that the Vuvuzela made a different, more of a buzzy sound than the horns. Like the horns were more like... The Vuvuzelas...
Okay, hang on. Let's go. Give me the horn. And then Vuvuzela. Now, what about a trumpet mixed into there? Wow, I didn't read. You were.
I know people think there's an orchestra in the studio.
It's like peeling an onion, just layer after layer of skills.
I am a bit of an onion man.
You are, Reid. You're the biggest onion I know.
Thank you very much. All right, let's. So this, if you want to see some of my skills coming up here, well, I was sharing some of my writing skills with you last night. I don't know if we'll read those texts on air. It's the off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So last night, you got to have all the celebrity shots at the Knicks game, including Jerry Seinfeld. Now, some of you may not be old enough to remember this. Jerry Seinfeld was the star and one of the driving creative forces behind a little sitcom called Seinfeld. Now, Larry David was also at the game last night, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Larry David was also a writer and probably the executive producer on the show. And the character George was based on Larry David. So we want you to give us a scene, and we'll try to voice it or tell us what to act out. The Seinfeld episode of them watching the game or at the game. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, they're in Jerry's apartment watching. They're at a bar watching. They're at the game watching. So like maybe like Jerry goes to the bathroom and comes back. Is like, how are the Knicks ahead? How are the Knicks ahead? The Spurs were up by 400 points. What did I miss? Why did you call me? Oh, Jerry, I'm not calling you. You left your cell phone here, Jerry.
You really got the juices flowing. So I just envision, we could use the intro.
Oh yeah, I forgot to play it.
Just to set the scene. Right. So they're sitting around Jerry's apartment. It's just Jerry and Elaine.
Oh, just Jerry and Elaine. Okay.
Yeah. And in marches George. And Jerry's like, George, what are you doing? You had tickets to the game. Why are you here? And George says, Jerry, the game was over. They were down by 29 points. I decided to leave to get out and beat traffic. But George, the game, OG Anunoby won it. He tipped it in. The Knicks won. George says, no, he didn't. No, not a chance. How could that happen? And then in bursts Kramer. Right. And he's wearing the Taylor Swift Stevie Nicks shirt. And Jerry's like, Kramer, were you at the game? And Kramer says, yeah, Jerry, I ran into a nice lady at a coffee shop yesterday. And it turns out I want to MC their wedding. And Jerry says, who is it? Who was it? He says, I don't know, some young singer named Taylor Swift. You sat with Taylor Swift? George left the game. And then they cut. And George is in the courthouse. And George is, next up, yes, Your Honor, George Costanza. He's like, okay, and I see here you are suing the New York Knicks. Yes, Your Honor, I'm suing the New York Knicks for emotional damages. And he eventually throws it out, and then the music plays it out after.
That actually makes sense as an episode. George would do that.
He would
sue the Knicks for winning the game because he left early. Yeah.
No, I want to see that. Yeah, they got to recreate something like that. I had a similar one where it was both Kramer and George. They both wanted to leave and they wanted to get back in. Like they go out. I don't know. Kramer does something wild where they go together. They want popcorn, whatever, and something catches their eye. So George
I was even
chases
thinking,
after him, right?
Jerry and Kramer are sitting together, and Kramer's eating a hot dog, and he trips. And Jerry's narrating it, and he's like, I saw the hot dog go through the air, and it tripped up the Aaron Fox. Something like that. Kind of like, remember who was it, Keith Hernandez episode, The Spit?
Oh, yeah.
The Spit heard around the world.
Or Elaine could be something like, OG? Who names their kid OG?
Exactly, yes. And that's where Elaine would jump in when Jerry's like, OG Anunoby won it. Yeah. He tipped it in. Yeah. And she's like, OG? Like, is that a real name?
You got to be making that
We
up.
could make it.
Yeah.
We could make it.
Another one is Elaine and George. They're all at the game here in this scenario. The core four, Kramer, Seinfeld.
Courtside.
Elaine.
They somehow got. There's some backstory to them getting courtside
right.
seats. Yeah.
And it always leads from Kramer or from George because he worked with the Yankees, right? In the later seasons. So he somehow gets that connection there. They go and George is like, they're done. They're down by 29. They're not going to win. Yep. They're not going to win. They're done. I'm leaving. And Elaine says, well, come on, George. Believe it. They're going to come back. And everyone's trying to get George to believe. And George says, well, if they come back, Elaine, you get my car. And they end up coming back. The last second, 107, 106. And George is, I can't even be happy. I got to get my car away. Yeah.
I thought of the ending to when George is in court.
Yeah.
It's just a single camera on George and the judge. And then when the judge dismisses it, it pans out and it's Jackie Childs, George's lawyer. And he says, who told you to leave the game early? Who told you to leave the game?
All right. So there is a Seinfeld episode watching last night's game. Was that Seinfeld's wife?
She looked a little too old.
Yeah, I was just going to say, on a school night? Well, seriously, like, read about the guy's dating history. Or don't, maybe.
Maybe don't.
Yeah. All right. That is the off-topic topic for William Huff. Dan saying that the show was more based on Larry David than Seinfeld. Yeah, that's especially George was really... I've seen some interviews with Jason Alexander in the last few years where... Like, he went up... There was one where he, like, had some scene with George, and he was like... Larry, like, I know this is a comedy, but what is this grounded in? Like, this would never happen to anybody. And Larry was like, what do you mean? It happened to me the other day. And George, this was like in the first season. And then Jason Alexander realized, oh, George is Larry. Like, I can just base myself on Larry.
It's funny. I think this is Dusty in the chat on the Egg Sports Talk account. He said, and to add into it, you'd have either Banya or Newman.
Which one was Banya?
Banya was the comedian that Jerry used to work with.
I don't even remember that.
He had the smile like this, and he's like, "Hi, Jerry. Hey, Jerry."
Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
But I would even say Newman.
Yeah, Newman.
Newman would burst in after Kramer comes into the room with the Taylor Swift or Stevie Nicks shirt on, and be like, "I'm rich. I'm rich." He live bet them when they were down 29, and he's like, "I'm gonna buy your apartment, Jerry." That's
pretty good.
That would be good. Oh,
it
man.
writes itself.
It really does.
780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Darnell Nurse discussion as we roll along. Paul Sir to break down the Knicks comeback. World Cup discussion with a great local angle. In the next segment, we're going to give away 4 vouchers for Edmonton Riverhawks tickets. Somebody wanted a harder trivia question.
Oh, boy.
I actually don't think this one is that hard. But it's probably harder than yesterday, so we'll get to that. Here's the coup.
Sportsnet has reported that 31-year-old defenseman Darnell Nurse has given the Oilers a list of 3 to 5 potential landing spots. And as per the fourth period, the Penguins and Kings are part of Nurse's list. In other news, former Canucks general manager Patrick Allvin has been hired as the assistant general manager and vice president of the Kraken. Meanwhile, it's a best of 3. In the Stanley Cup Final, Golden Knights Hurricanes hit the ice at 6 o'clock to the CFL. The Bombers play host to the Tiger Cats. 6:30 kickoff. Nick Dembski, ankle injury. Questionable for Winnipeg. Deshaun Dixon won't play for the Bombers, while for Hamilton, Winton McManus is out. MLB action. 2 games are live, including the Rangers up 3-0 on the Royals. Bottom 4th inning. To the NFL, head coach Sean Payton has inked a 5-year extension with the Broncos that locks him up through the 2030 season. To soccer, Moises Bombito remains on Canada's World Cup roster, even though he continues to recover from a broken tibia. They hit the pitch tomorrow opening the tournament against Bosnia and Herzegovina. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to find out more. Reid Wilkins, Jay Milne, continue the show after the break here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
Darnell Nurse asks for a trade, agrees it's time for a fresh start. Written by Friedman and Speck. This is what we were hearing this morning, that it's reached the point where it's getting more formal. So now sources saying Nurse has given a list of 3 to 5 teams he would consider. He has the right to limit the number of legit destinations.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more, as Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh. Emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Hope you're having a great afternoon. Game 5 Stanley Cup Final tonight. I will be missing this game. I haven't missed watching a Stanley Cup Final game in a while. Well, certainly not the 2 years before this one. Didn't know this was going to happen. I'm going to see Disclosure Day at the invitation of friend of EST, Mark Majot. So I will have a review tomorrow.
I'm happy for you.
I'm excited too, and the cup's not going to be handed out tonight. I'm not going to miss clearly I'll watch the extended highlights when I get home. I don't know if I'll rewatch the entire game. The game might still be going on when the movie ends. Who knows? Could be a triple overtimer.
The way this series has been going, Reid?
Who knows?
What time's the showing at?
7 p.m. So
7
it probably
p.m.
won't start till about 7:20.
Do you know the running length of?
Yeah, it's. I think it's 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours 25.
No.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
Why?
I know they're too long.
Don't do that.
Like Obsession was like an hour 45.
Perfect.
It's got to it. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, how long was
Grogu?
No. The other one that you read the book and he went to the universe.
Oh, Project Hail Mary. Yeah, that was close to 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Okay, but it held you.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, well, as long as it holds you and you're not saying to yourself after, well, they probably could have deleted a couple of this and eased back on this storyline.
But they probably still could have, though, even in Project Hail Mary. That was a really good movie, though. Boy, I've seen a few movies in the theater this year. Project Hail Mary, Ready or Not 2, Mandalorian Grogu, Obsession, going tonight. I'd like to see Supergirl in the theater, maybe The Odyssey, certainly the Spider-Man movie. Can you imagine if I average a movie a month in the cinema this year? That'll be nigh on unbelievable.
That's not a lot, is it, for you?
Yes, it is.
A movie a month?
Oh, in the theater? Oh, yeah, that's very high.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've probably been at 3 or 4 movies a year for quite a while in the theater.
I would have thought more, Reid.
Just time, people to go with, stuff like that. Portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. The inaugural World Rugby Nations Cup brings world-class rugby back to Edmonton over 2 thrilling weekends this July at Clark Stadium. Canada will begin the tour with what will be a thrilling rematch against Spain on July 4th. The following weekend on July 11th, fans will be treated to a doubleheader of rugby action, with Tonga arriving in Edmonton to take on Spain and Canada versus Portugal in the second match of the day. Get your tickets at ticketmaster.ca. Portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Bronco Nick, Masters of the Universe, says he enjoyed that. The best Masters of the Universe looks like it could be fun. I will say. We did an off-topic topic on that a few days ago.
Yeah, I think if you were like a He-Man, if that was your gig as a kid, you would it'd be nostalgic.
And it appears that it has the correct tone, that it's not like, oh, hey, this is real. This is really serious.
I'm surprised that they haven't rebooted Inspector Gadget in a feature-length film.
Has there ever been a real life? Wasn't there Matthew Broderick in a live-action film?
Maybe there was, Reid.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget for my era was it.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I watched him.
We've got a limerick that's come in from Bronco Nick.
Sensational.
Darnell Nurse has answered our prayers, allowing the Oilers to shuffle the chairs. New York Knicks, more like Bo Knicks. World Cup without Italy? No Paisan cares.
Oh, jeez.
Very good.
All right. 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort Casino. Inbox. All right. So we are giving away, and you must text in your answers to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. You must text.
Plural. Answers.
It is a 5-part trivia question, everybody. Oh, yeah. Today will be the day long remembered.
Can you remind everybody why you've went this direction with the trivia?
Well, yesterday the question was...
Yes.
Yesterday the question was, who led the Montreal Expos in home runs in their inaugural Major League Baseball season of 1969? Rusty Staub was the correct answer. Several people texted it in correctly. And one person put it in the nasty chat and then said, too easy, Reid. Okay. In the early 1970s, a work of fiction was written in novel form about a professional baseball team that had to play its entire season on the road. The questions are, what was the name of the novel, the name of the author, the name of the narrator in the book, the name of the aforementioned team in the book, and the name of the league they played in? First person to get all 5 gets the tickets to the vouchers for Riverhawks tickets. Let's see how bad you want to go to a Riverhawks game. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I think I have referenced this book on the show, and probably on my previous show as well.
Can you read
Yes.
the question?
In the early 1970s, there was a novel written, it's fiction, about a baseball team that had to play its entire season on the road. We would like the name of the book, the author of the book, the name of the narrator of the book, the character, the name of the team that we're talking about, and the name of the league they played in. That's all. Any guesses yet?
No, I don't have anything in the
You
inbox
have to
yet.
get all 5 correct. So here's your chance to shut me up, everybody. Well, you won't shut me up. Here's your chance to impress me, I guess.
Oh, we've got some texts coming in.
Yeah?
Incorrect.
Angry ones?
No.
Did somebody try to get all 5?
No.
Oh, okay. You have to get all 5. What was? Can I see it? Yeah, that's totally wrong. That's obviously totally wrong. Somebody's going to get this, and somebody out there is going to be like, I got to prove to Reid I can get this question. Or somebody might be like, hey, wait a minute, I read that book. I just have to double check that I know all these facts. A book written in the early 70s. That pretty much gives it away right there.
Does it?
It's fiction about a baseball team that had to play its entire season on the road. Name of the book, author of the book, name of the team that's the featured team in the book, the name of the league they're in, and the name of the character who served as the narrator of the story. At what point do you think somebody will get this, Jay?
At this pace?
Yeah.
2028?
Come on. It's very accessible information. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Catch every moment of the Stanley Cup Final at the Canadian Brewhouse, the loudest place outside the arena with TVs at every turn. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house, is your house. There are 2 or 3 games remaining in the NHL season, correct? Tonight, Sunday, and then maybe Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. What? Marty Baron, who was on the show yesterday, what are you smirking about? What's going on? Did we get a winner? We got a winner. See? How hard was it? Was it Max?
No, it wasn't.
Is it a new person?
They're coming in fast and hot.
Are the people getting it right?
Yeah, the first person that got it right was a text forward named Ben.
Ben, we appreciate you.
Ben got it right.
I hope to meet you in person someday, Ben.
Kelly and Drumheller got it, but after. Alicia Hemming got it.
Okay, good.
Chad seems to have got it.
They got all 5?
Brent P. got it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a good Googler, you'd be able to get it. But I would like to know from those people if anybody has read this book. This would be, I would reread this book someday. It is hilarious. It's very clever. It was a really fun read. So I'd like to know if anybody read this book by Philip Roth called The Great American Novel. Narrated by a character named Word Smith about the Port Rupert Mondays of the Patriot League. There are your 5 answers. Great American Novel, Philip Roth, Port Rupert Mondays, Patriot League, Word Smith. I'd like to know if anybody has read this book. If you have not and are looking for something to put in your queue, this is a Wilkins recommend. By the way, did you ever finish the basketball book? We never talked about it.
Yeah, I haven't finished it, but I
gave
still
it to
read
you
it from
6
time to
months
time.
ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm not an avid reader. Like, I'll
clearly.
commit to it.
I gave you the book 6 months ago. What are you reading? A word a day?
I've read the.
Hey, Jerry, that's a heavy book.
Yeah, there's a lot of action in that book.
So, what I think I've arrived at, though, that trivia question was too easy.
So the winner is Ben.
What do we know about Ben? Anything?
We also no. I'm trying to dig up some dirt on Ben here. Ben has been listening to us for a while.
Okay.
Seems to be a football fan.
Nothing wrong with that.
Canadian football fan.
That's fine. We talk a lot of Canadian football on the show,
sports
too.
football fan.
Oh, good.
And there are others that have said, I Googled it. I've never heard of the book. Alicia Hemming says, straight chat GPT work.
Okay. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Chad says, I chat GP'd that stuff. Not going to lie.
So probably 20 to 25 years ago, I'm pretty sure I was working in Lloydminster. But everybody knows about my mom. She's a bit of a character on the show. She's a bit of a character in real life. By the way, can you name a hockey player my mom doesn't like?
Ooh, yes. I would say that the one that comes to mind first would be Mr. Austin Matthews.
Yes. Yeah. Or she often misspells his name intentionally, so it says something kind of mean about him. Mm-hmm. And I'm very lucky. I'm a bit of a spoiled guy. And, my mom's always like, and we've talked about this, like Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, like just tell people what you want at this point. You know what? I'd like, I need 500 sheets of paper. Just get me that and I'm happy. Okay. So, one year, Sports Illustrated published their top 100 sports books of all time in an article. I said, okay, Mom, I'm interested in these. I circled the ones I thought. I think she tracked them all down over the course of about 15 years that were still in print. And The Great American Novel was one of them. I don't even know if she will remember doing this. The Great American Novel by Philip Roth. Wilkins recommended.
Do you own the book?
Yeah, I forgot to bring it in.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on my bookshelf. I don't think I've moved it on to somebody else. I think I still have it.
I should really finish because that was the Dream Team book, right? I should finish that. I was like halfway through and I was really into it.
Yeah, it's a very good book.
I read half the book in 2 days and then it's still sitting on my nightstand.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? I'm going to read it tonight.
Are there not enough sort of like 50 Shades scenes? Are you waiting for somebody? For someone to get a touch on the way through?
It's very enticing.
It is.
It's very enticing. We're just into the Bird stuff and when he was coming up.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And how everybody hated Isaiah Thomas. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, they did not like Isaiah Thomas.
Not a big fan.
Especially Jordan. Jay's play of the day when we get back. Discussion about the future of Darnell Nurse and the oil understood for GCL Diesel. Here is the legendary Zachary Kubish.
According to Sportsnet, 31-year-old defenseman Darnell Nurse has given the Oilers a list of 3 to 5 potential landing spots. As per the fourth period, the Penguins and Kings are part of the list. In other news, former Canucks general manager Patrick Allvin has been hired as the assistant general manager and vice president of the Seattle Kraken. Meanwhile, it's a best of 3 in the Stanley Cup Final from Raleigh. The Golden Knights and Hurricanes hit the ice 6 o'clock puck drop. CFL action. The Bombers play host to the Tiger Cats. 6:30 kickoff. Nick Dembski. Ankle injury is questionable for Winnipeg. Deshaun Dixon won't play for the Bombers. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is out tonight. 2 games live in the majors. Top of the 9th, the Cubs with a 7-run cushion on the Rockies, and midway through the 5th, the Royals trail 3-2 against the Rangers. To the NFL head coach, Sean Payton has inked a 5-year extension with the Broncos. That locks him up through the 2030 season. To soccer, Moises Bombito remains on Canada's World Cup roster despite his continued recovery from a broken tibia. Tomorrow, Canada hits a pitch against Bosnia and Herzegovina. That game starts at 1 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. Jay's play of the day up next for Play Alberta here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Stay tuned for that. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream. Darnell Nurse, I could see in the most Oilers fashion. I would almost guarantee this. I think he will get traded at some point. I think the writing's on the wall, and I think he's starting to see that. I think he's a smart man, but I could just see wherever he goes, he would just flourish. He would just be so good. Like the pressure's gone, clean slate. I think he could have a career year.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey sports fans, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer's men's national team. The biggest sporting event in the world is coming to Canada this summer, and we hope that you're just as excited as we are. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share it with the whole country.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more. As Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, good to have you tuning in this afternoon. So Mexico wins the opener 2-0 over South Africa at the World Cup. Korea, Czech Republic coming up in a little over 4 hours. They have a countdown clock on TSN. You know exactly when it starts. Game 5, Stanley Cup Final tonight. Game 4 in the NBA Finals will be remembered forever. Greatest comeback in finals history.
29 points.
And the Knicks on the verge of winning it all. So that's Saturday, right? Saturday back in San Antonio. It's done, isn't it? I mean, the Spurs aren't coming back from this.
I don't know that. I don't know that, Reid. I don't know that. I mean, the Spurs had that game last night. They were in control all game long until 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter when the turnaround started. Now, credit to the Knicks. They won that game. They took that game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that the series is over yet. I'm not ready to say that.
I just don't know how the Spurs can play and not feel like there's a storm coming.
Well, finish and expect the storm. Be prepared for the storm. That might be a start.
I guess. But they can't do anything about it.
I mean, the Spurs.
What lead do they need? 50? Would that be enough?
No. In game 3, they had a 4 or 5, 6 point lead throughout the second half, but they finished. The Spurs finished.
Sure.
So this now needs to be something that they are looking at managing better. The fourth quarter. Play the same game they played last night. Finish the fourth quarter. Squeeze the life or try to squeeze as much life out of the Knicks as possible. And I think this game could easily come back to New York.
All right. We'll have Paul Sir on at about 20 after 4 to talk more about that. More on the Darnell Nurse situation in the Oil Understood coming up in about 5 or 10 minutes. Let's get to this very special part of the show.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day
is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. You must be 18 and older to play, and if you gamble, use your game sense.
Well, obviously, we like to keep things topical for Jay's Play of the Day. No, I'm not going to the World Cup. I'm going to the Stanley Cup Final. Carolina, Vegas. Look, Game 1 had 9 goals. Game 2 had 7 goals. Game 3 had 9 goals. Game 4 had 8 goals.
Yes.
They finally moved the line up for over-under from 5.5 to 6.5.
Right.
And I don't think it matters.
No, I don't either.
I don't think it matters. So, Carolina, Vegas, over 6.5. Taylor Hall, point. Mitchell Marner, point. That has been boosted by our good friends at Play Alberta to plus 242. So, head on over to playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials. You'll see this, as well as a plethora of other plays at your fingertips. You might also, for more details, go to playalberta.ca/EST. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We love to hear from our listeners, 780-218-9999. This comes in from first-time textor, perplexed Oilers fan. Bowman was a bad idea, Jari was even worse, and Wallman was a bad idea, amongst others. All while the rumor were, and before these came to fruition, I said and still think the team defense and team toughness have been and are the biggest issues.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bowman has not done well. Obviously, Jari, he took a swing at, didn't work out. We need a huge bounce back from Jari I don't know if he's capable of it. Wallman is interesting because Wallman was pretty good when they went to the Cup Final, right? And lost he was there the second time they played Florida. But yeah, that's very, very up and down player, I think.
Yes. Somebody that's going to have to become more consistent.
Yes.
In this lineup.
But yeah, if you had Wallman for 2 or 3 more years, you might think, okay, let's see what he can do. But he's got 7 years still coming up. So yeah, it's tough. We'll talk about Darnell Nurse. He's requested a trade. There's been some reports about where he might be willing to go to.
Interesting text that came in here, Reid. This is from Copper Girl, who says, I have to give kudos to Darnell Nurse. He was up in the Peace Country area today visiting schools.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, kudos to Darnell Nurse for sure. I'm sure he's getting asked a lot of questions, maybe even by some students.
Yeah, who knows?
Can you imagine? Mr. Nurse, where are you planning on going next year for the Oilers?
Right.
Well, I did show you that clip yesterday from the Oilers store.
Oh,
a fan was in there.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know what else is on sale at the Oilers store.
The sale rack was rack.
But we couldn't see what else was on the other side of it.
Sure, but even if there's 2 or 3 other players, maybe there's some Mangiapane jerseys on there. There were a ton of Darnell Nurse jerseys there.
Yeah, and like some of his sticks and stuff
some
like that.
Some of his sticks.
Yeah. Double A, clearly just getting to the trivia question of the Nasty Chat. We've already given that away. All right.
Deskris says, where did this Wallman hate come from?
I don't think it's hate. To me, it's not hate. I don't know if some people hate him. I just evaluate his performance, and he was a little more up and down than you would like, I think.
Yeah,
I thought his downs were a little too down.
His highs are good, but his downs were worse.
Yeah.
And if he can develop more of a consistent game, I think Jake Wallman will be fine.
Yeah.
He's had bright spots. There's no question.
Yeah, he can shoot the puck. He can pass it, but sometimes he looks like he's just kind of muddled out there. There were a lot of bad pinches at times throughout the course of the season. So I think that's where some of it's coming from. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget to check out the River Cree mobile app. Free to download. Get exclusive offers and promotions. Get show tickets. Make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and it's easy to use. rivercreeresort.com. All right. Paul Sir at about 20 after 4. The oil understood for GCL Diesel when we get back.
The Lock Shop.
I think if they draw Bosnia, they beat Qatar, they lose to Switzerland still. And then 5 points, which is 2 draws. So a draw against Bosnia and Switzerland and a beat Qatar is plus 800. But I like 7 points at plus 400 if you're looking for that one for Canada. The stage of elimination is always a fun one.
I bet the ladder on that one. I went Canada to advance. Great. Canada to reach the round of 16.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work.
LAMMLES. Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
There's one game that kicks off summer. Elks football is back, and the best way to experience the home opener is being there when it happens. For every catch, every tackle, every touchdown, hear the roar of the crowd that's been waiting for this moment. Elks, Alouettes at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, June 20th. Presented by James H. Brown, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Lock in your tickets for the home opener now before they're gone at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Sportsnet has reported that Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse has given management a list of 3 to 5 teams he'd consider being traded to. Pittsburgh and LA are 2 potential landing spots for Nurse, according to the fourth period. Down south, it's now best of 3 in the Stanley Cup Final. The Golden Knights and Hurricanes hit the ice at 6 o'clock from Raleigh. CFL action, it's the Bombers Tiger Cats battling at 6:30. Nick Dembski ankle injury is questionable for Winnipeg. Deshaun Dixon won't play for the Bombers. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is out tonight. To the majors, just one game live right now, midway through the 6th. The Rangers with a 4-2 lead on the Royals, and later on we'll see the Dodgers lock horns with the Pirates. To the NFL, head coach Sean Payton has inked a 5-year extension with the Broncos. That locks him up through the 2030 season. The soccer Moises Bombito remains on Canada's World Cup roster mid-recovery from a broken tibia. Canada opens the tournament tomorrow, challenging Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Okay, thanks a lot for tuning in this afternoon. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Zach Kubish is at the technical desk. We are 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday here on EST. Kuber, you off tomorrow?
I'm off tomorrow. I'm not here.
So Benny's going to be in for you? All right. We'll make do with Benny.
He'll do just fine, I think.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be very good.
Benny in the jet.
Yeah. Where are you going, Toronto?
I'm not going to Toronto.
St. Louis?
Going,
Memphis.
Cincinnati.
Oh, well, what
Barbados.
What did they throw at Wemby yesterday?
Sri Lanka.
What?
Eggs.
Yeah, I'm going to Nordic.
No way.
Yeah, brah.
When did Wemby get that thrown at him? Was that after the game on the street?
After the game, the reaction from this fan base is, I guess maybe we don't see enough. When's the last time New York won a championship? I guess it would be the Giants.
74?
The Yankees won in 09. When did the Giants win the Super Bowl? Since
I think the Knicks are just a different beast because it's, I think the Knicks have a special place in a lot of New Yorkers' hearts. And the fans and the videos you've seen, I mean, that's not just happening in New York. That happens in every sporting market. There's idiots in Edmonton that we've talked about fighting and doing it. But to throw something at you would think the Spurs would take more precaution in allowing their players to walk in the open air from their team bus to their hotel,
right?
A matter of 50 feet. But Wemby had two things thrown at him. One hit him right in the head. That's just look. There's idiots everywhere.
Yeah,
but I would think the San Antonio Spurs would take more precautions.
Maybe they will. I mean, this is...
But they'll have to.
He's a big target.
I was going to say, lots of surface area.
Be like, you're terrible. You missed Wemby? How do you miss... George!
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be... I don't know if they have to walk outside.
How did you miss Wemby?
But there should be... There should be a way that fans can't even be there where the Spurs are loading and unloading. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't even be a thing. But... 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We'll talk more about the Knicks' incredible comeback with Paul Sir when we get back. I just missed the highlight of the second red card. I saw some people complaining that perhaps the Mexican player was not as shaken up as he appeared.
Oh, well, let the conversation begin, Reid.
Yeah.
Hey, it's part of the game.
Well, it certainly is. 2-0 Mexico over South Africa. Let's bring you the Oil Understood. As always, that is presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. So, more developments here with Darnell Nurse. Reported by Mark Spector and Elliot Friedman that there was a meeting with the Oilers, and he has submitted a list of 3 to 5 teams that he would be willing to be traded to. Darren Dreger from TSN putting on X. Nurse and his rep presented the Oilers with a list a week ago There have been many conversations. Darnell is ready for a change. I got to say this, Jay, in one way to look at it. Well, maybe this is you tell me. Maybe we didn't talk about this much off air because we were watching soccer and doing Seinfeld impressions. Can we look at this and say, you know what? Darnell Nurse is in a pretty good situation. He still has, what does he have left? 5 years on the contract, $9.25 million per season. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. He still is owed. Entering the 5th season of the 8-year deal. So he still owed a fair amount of money. He can narrow down his destination more so than he could on July 1st of next year. Because next year it's a 10-team no trade list, which means the other 21 teams, I'm leaving the Oilers out, he would say, I'm willing to be traded to. Mm-hmm. Now he can say, like, okay, you want to trade me, you want me to waive the no move, okay, fine, but these are the only destinations I would accept. I mean, he's kind of... Is this actually kind of an enviable situation for Darnell Nurse? And if he's ready for a change, if he's like, okay, enough being an Oiler, enough.
Yeah.
I've been here over a decade, been on some good teams, also had to deal with a lot of crap. It's just time. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll move it up, but I'm not going to move up the entire 21 team list. I'm going to give you 3 or 5.
Well, yeah,
go make it happen.
Anytime you as a professional athlete, I would imagine, Reid, anytime you're in the driver's seat, dictating where you're to go, that is a major win. That is a major win. Contract stays the same. I mean, what's he made now? $37 million already off this contract?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think but he's made a lot of money.
A lot of money, and that's guaranteed. That doesn't matter. So, hey, why not go somewhere where, I wonder if Darnell Nurse looks at a market. Like, how similar would you say? Because I know it came out that LA and Pittsburgh were two of the markets that he would accept a trade to. How different is the market, do you think, in Pittsburgh with the Penguins as it is here in Edmonton? Drastically?
No, I think the Penguins are pretty big there.
I think they are pretty big, but I don't think they're
I still think Canada's different.
Right. Like he could go to LA and walk down the street and not get noticed.
Probably for the most part, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh would be, you still have the support of the fans. You have an excellent crowd base or fan base, but maybe it's not as big as it is here. Like I couldn't see him going to Toronto, say, or another massive market.
Yeah, I think that would be unlikely.
Because I would imagine he's sick of hearing about it. I mean, we had Marty Biron on yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I thought it was pretty interesting perspective from him that he would read the newspaper. He would read the things that people are saying about him.
Right.
And you know what, Reid? As much as you'd like to say, or maybe players have said, oh, I don't listen to much. I don't do... They hear a lot more than
I think it depends on the player, and there is a point where...
But here's the thing. Marty Biron also said, I'm a sports geek. I'm an athlete. All these professional
most
athletes
of them like sports.
Grew up loving getting the accolades, loved getting named the athlete of the year, loved seeing their name in the interview in the newspaper or their picture in the newspaper as a kid.
Right.
That doesn't just go away. And it certainly, I feel it would be hard to shut off. So I believe that Darnell Nurse knows exactly what, wrong or right, this fan base feels of him. And, I've said this a lot. I've said this, for the entirety of this show's existence, that the Darnell Nurse contract was not a Darnell Nurse issue, right? But he gets blamed for it. He gets the short stick or short straw in that exchange with fans.
Right.
But who's going to turn that down when that deal was presented to him? Of course you're going to take that deal. But I think it's best for him, probably for his career, for his family, if a change of scenery.
Well, I mean, I think if the Oilers had a GM that was more trusted, this would be seen as a big opportunity. Like, what could you turn that money into?
Mm-hmm.
But I think Stan Bowman has lost the trust of most of the fan base. I certainly do not think highly of his performance as the GM. And I got to clarify, it's never personal with me, but I look at the work that you've done, that he has done, and I'm like, well, that wasn't great. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. There's not a lot of wins along the way. So I guess the question is, do the Oilers come out of this by puck drop next season, which I think the regular season might start in late September this coming year? Mm-hmm. Do you look at their roster and say, oh, he turned Darnell Nurse into 3 pretty useful players, or 2 useful players and a guy on the farm team, or still some cap space we have lying around to acquire somebody as the season goes on? I personally don't trust Bowman to do that.
Well, let's look at the facts, Reid. The Oilers need to get a top 4 defenseman throughout all this, right? Is that not 100% true? They don't have people in the team, in the fold currently, that they can just move up the lineup.
Right. And the truth is, and whenever I say this, I know the messages I'm going to get, and I'm going to tell you, if you write me that Darnell Nurse is not an NHLer or is horrible, you are wrong. Mm-hmm. Darnell Nurse is a good NHL defenseman, you know? And if you're good, then that means, you have bad stretches where you look below average or struggle, you know? But he's a good player. There are teams he would go to and they would probably think, oh, he fits in pretty good. Or, man, all our defensemen are under 25. Wouldn't we like a guy who's played, 100 playoff games and has been through what he's been through? So there will be value out there. Like he will have value. I don't know how much he's going to have in the teams that he wanted to be traded to. I don't know if the Oilers can get that value back, because they're going to be at somewhat of a disadvantage, because these teams are going to know that, well, Darnell's put us on the list.
Well,
we got an advantage right there.
That's the other thing that, I still, why do teams, because look, when Mark Spector's writing that, somebody inside that organization, when Mark Spector said that Darnell Nurse, and they're heading for a breakup.
Right.
Well, that started all of this. Well, it appears they've talked.
Well, but there was some stuff maybe about the deadline, I know what you're saying.
Sure, but now 1 week later, here we are, and we're talking about Darnell Nurse has given 3 to 5 teams. The Oilers have lost a lot of their bargaining power. In negotiation, that is not a good way to start. Oh, we have an asset that has been asking to leave. Well, you're getting knocked down a peg, maybe 2, just for starting the negotiation out like that.
Yeah.
They know, these 3 to 5 teams know that Darnell Nurse wants to leave. Well, here's my offer. Take it or leave it. What else are you going to do? Darnell Nurse is not going to be an Edmonton Oiler next season.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't appear that way. But you've also lost a bit of negotiating power, in my opinion.
James in the Nasty Chat says, when it has mattered in the playoffs, his play has consistently gotten worse than his regular season play. I mean, that's a fair comment. And I mean, that's the postseason, right? All of a sudden you don't have, oh geez, we're playing the 29th place team tomorrow and the 30th place team Saturday. And I mean, look, I've even seen some stuff about Eichel in the Cup Final. Like, gee, Eichel doesn't look as good. Well, no. Now he's playing Carolina night after night, right? So that's how it goes. But that's true. If you're going to win the Stanley Cup, you have to have guys who can rise to it against the top competition in the league. So yet another story to follow. Who's the coach going to be? Are we going to get the results of this investigation into Babcock, or are the Oilers going to have to move on? Like, is Daryl Sutter's name being floated around now? That's popped up. And then, I mean, I guess, like, this is the crazy thing. Okay, I'll throw this as a what if to everybody. The Cup Final ends Sunday or Wednesday. The Babcock investigation is going haltingly, or Babcock pulls his name out of being a candidate, and all of a sudden Vegas says, okay, we said when the season was over, okay, Bruce, go talk to teams. And then Cassidy could still be the coach. Could he not?
That's why what I was saying, Reid, was that the Oilers had a chance to pull back. And they still do as this investigation goes underway. But the longer this goes on, the longer I would think you're right in saying that, no, the Oilers might just double down on this now.
Yeah.
Say that out loud. It sounds odd.
Well, but again, this is what I said to Dusty and Eric today when I've made these references about, this feels like the decade of darkness. It's not. every team has personnel decisions that didn't work out. I mean, I praise a lot of the things Holland did. Yeah, some of the Holland contracts didn't work out, but there was sort of a maturity and a direction with Ken Holland. And now I'm like, who's making the decisions? Are we making decisions just to prove how smart we are? Are we like, we're going to be the team that hired Mike Babcock, even though no other team wanted to go? We're going to prove to you how smart we are. And that's what kept happening in the decade of darkness. Questionable decisions. And then, well, what's your justification for this? Well, we know. Don't you know how smart we are?
Right.
All right. The next guest legitimately is smart, especially about the sport of basketball. Paul Sir on the incredible Knicks rally. And who knows, Paul Sir, I might get I think 2 or 3 years. It might have been when the Oilers went to Game 7 on my previous show. He went on an incredible bitch session about NHL officiating.
Ooh, speak to me, Paul.
Maybe we'll get into that too. Who knows? Anyway, here comes the Coop.
Sportsnet has reported that Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse has given management a list of 3 to 5 teams he'd consider being traded to. Pittsburgh, LA are 2 potential landing spots for Nurse, according to the 4th period. And down south, it's now a best of 3 in the Stanley Cup Final. The Golden Knights Hurricanes hit the ice from Raleigh at 6 o'clock. From Toronto, longtime NHLer Joe Pavelski has confirmed that he is interviewing for the Maple Leafs head coaching job. CFL action, the Bombers Ticats battle at 6:30 out in Winnipeg. Nick Dembski ankle injury is questionable for the Bombers. Deshaun Dixon won't play. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is sidelined. MLB action, just 1 game live. Rangers doubling up the Royals 4-2 bottom 7th inning and warming up its Dodgers about to take on the Pirates. At 7:05, the Riverhawks and Harbor Cats wrap up their 3-game series. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. To the NFL head coach, Sean Payton has inked a 5-year extension to stay with the Broncos through the 2030 NFL season. On the other side of the break, Paul Sir joins us to talk all things basketball. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan is our GS Construction hockey insider. The golden goose, which is Connor McDavid, if he's on board with this, the league and the PA has to be very careful. Because if he decides to put up his hand and said, you want to go against something that I want, I'll remember that when you need something from me. So it is kind of we'll call it a real muddied water situation here.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We're going to hop straight to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. We love talking hoops with this guy. Paul Sir is checking in. Paul, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Doing great. We got a little bit to talk about.
Oh,
Knicks did not disappoint, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's history last night. I mean that is not understatement. Like sometimes people will see something and I'll see like, oh my God, there'll never be a game like that, and I'll be like, well, it was. But you may never see that again. You watch basketball with a keener eye than most people because you see a lot of the intricacies and swings and all that stuff. Like how do they do? And this isn't the first time they've done it. How are the Knicks doing it with these comebacks?
You know, here's the thing here's something that is unique to the New York Knicks. Two players, Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby. And it's not because they're great basketball players, because they both are. Anunoby on both sides of the ball, in terms of versatile defense to offense, he's maybe the best in the league because he's an elite defender and he's become a very competent offensive player. Brunson, you talk about the just having no limits on his mentality, Reid and Jay, about what he can do. He literally has no limits in his mind of what he can do. It's unbelievable to watch his relentlessness. He's always in the moment. Even when he screws up, he never wavers. And I think that daunting, relentless, they're going to make you beat them. And the Spurs in the second half started doing that wobbly stuff, throwing the ball away, chucking threes, and just one bucket at a time, one possession at a time, one defensive stop at a time. And then you saw that awful look in Wemby's eyes of like, what in the hell is going on now? And that young team just froze.
Right. And I think this is another, you're touching on it, but I want to bring it up because I think you can maybe expand on it. To me, Paul, this has nothing to do with basketball ability. This is all between the ears. When there's comebacks of that significance, you mentioned the look in the Spurs' eyes. Like if you're a Spurs leader or a coach, like how do you restore it, not just during the game, but now, on these off days before game 5?
You know, it's interesting you say that because Reid, I've been involved as a player and as a coach in big swings, not that big, and certainly not on a stage, anything like that. But when you're in the vortex of what's going on out there on either side of it, it's really a weird world because you start, everything, ping pong balls start going off in your head. The Spurs coaches were dreadful in the second half. Horrible coaching. You had to stop your young team from not just making mistakes, but just chucking threes. 3-point shots are like heroin. They feel great when they're going in. But man, do you feel like crap when it's out of your system? And that's exactly what happened to this Spurs team last night. They could not miss in the first half. Life was great. The hoop was the size of a rain barrel. Second half, it was the size of a putting cup.
Right.
You know, like when it goes away and it's ugly. And all of a sudden you're pressing. You're like a gambler and you're just playing another hand. I got to get this back. I'm losing. That's what the Spurs did. And then, but the coaches didn't stop it. That's what was most disappointing for me, is that you've got a 25-point lead, 29-point lead. You can stop it. You can run flex. You can run some sets. You can slow it down. You can start scoring at the basket as opposed to your 7-5 guy wandering around in the wings. You know, like he never went to the basket once in the second half. He never went down in the block once in the second half. So in the meanwhile, the Knicks are just chipping away. And then you've got all these guys that you don't expect hitting shots. And it's just, man, it was just a buzzsaw.
Paul Sir joining us here on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. It's funny because the last time I believe you were on the show was during March Madness, where a player by the name of Caden Boozer from Duke made an incredible turnover, which led to UConn's Braylon Mullins pulling up for three to win the game. You mentioned the coaching staff of the San Antonio Spurs, and with 12 seconds left, De'Aaron Fox had a turnover and decided to take it to the rim to try put the Spurs up by 3 points, whereas we're all sitting in the living room saying, "Stop! Hold the ball! Hold it! What are you doing?"
Yep.
Is that on coaching? Is that something that you would expect out of the coaching staff, or is that just a young player misreading and misjudging the moment?
Maybe it's a little of both, Jay. But I mean, he's not a young player. He's the one player on the Spurs, literally the one player that has deep playoff experience. Like Fox is an older player by Spurs standards. So you're talking not basketball 101, you're talking sixth grade basketball 101. Like that was just a huge mental error where he got caught up in the moment. He said to the press afterwards, "I thought I could beat him." He didn't. And it set the Knicks up with an opportunity to score, which they did. Terrible play, brutal. You know, dribble it out, dribble to the corner, make him chase you down, follow you, get to the free throw line, take your chances there. He's an excellent free throw shooter. So it was just a horrible mental mistake. Is that coaching preparation? You can make a case and say, yup. But then on the next play, basketball 101 kicks in again, is how about we screen everybody out and not just watch the ball? I mean, watch Wemby after he contests Brunson's shot. He turns around and stands there and looks. The guy's 7'5". He doesn't even go in and try to rebound. He watches the shot. In the meanwhile, untouched, OG goes in, tips it in, and then throws that tremendous, throws all of that emotion that he shows all the time right afterwards. You swear the guy just made a layup in a game that didn't matter. The guy, he is so incredibly stoic. He tips it in, wins a game, one of the most dramatic moments in NBA history, and it just doesn't even affect him. He's remarkable.
Paul, I wanted to get your thoughts on this because I know you've been following this series closely, and one thing, I'm just going to say it annoys me quite a bit, okay? And Reid talked about that you had talked about refs during the playoffs a while back, and
I believe the word he used was bitch session.
I believe he did.
Well, you were adamant.
I believe he did.
I'm glad you said it that way. It's exactly what it was.
But I thought the officiating throughout this finals has been good. I don't think there's been issues. Well, that was ticky tack. But what is it about New York and Madison Square Garden that gives fans, and maybe some celebrity-like fans, I'm not saying any specific names, Spike Lee, but where does a guy like that get off going on the court, pointing at a referee, hooting and hollering from the sideline, and there's no repercussions? Like, that drives me nuts.
The Fox is running the hen house, and I totally agree with you. Like, there's so much about the theatrics that go with the game on the officiating side of things. Like, I agree with you. The officiating overall hasn't been horrible, which is like an overwhelming compliment for the NBA officials. But it's like, what do you call? Everybody's clutching and grabbing. everybody's locking arms, everybody's carrying the ball, everybody's traveling, and everybody's setting moving screens. Other than that, it's really a tightly played game. And, you know, and so what do you call? So overall, their discernment's pretty good. That kind of crap, though, I think the ship sailed. You know, the entertainment like, what are you going to do? Throw Spike out? You know, like, is James Dolan going to toss Spike now like he did Charles Oakley? It's too good for ratings, and it's New York City, the most kinetic, frantic, insane place in the world. And Madison Square Garden kind of embodies it. Like, it's a show, that's for sure. But, you know, Spike, and he's got his place on the sideline, and they just, you know, he just kind of fits into the whole game, and the officials roll with it.
Yeah. Well, there was, I don't know if it was a celebrity or not, but when the one San Antonio player stepped out of, who was that stepped out of bounds? But there was that one fan that was like going along. It was like, okay, dude, settle down.
I think it was Stefan Castle.
Right. I
believe.
All right. A couple more for you, Paul. Again, we want to get to some local stuff too. But do you think, I think it's over. I think, I just think whenever the Spurs look at the scoreboard, they're just going to think it's not enough, or we don't know to hold them off. I did our noon show with Joaquin Gage today. He thinks the Spurs back home are going to settle it down and win Game 5. What do you think?
The one thing I do give the Spurs a ton of credit for is that they're so young that they don't know what they don't know, and they might just be arrogant enough to pull a Game 5 off. Like, when you watched the first half, you thought the series is over in favor of the Spurs. The young guys have figured the Knicks out. They're so much better physically. They're so much more athletic, you know, and blah, blah, blah. I was texting with an ESPN guy during the game last night, Ben Golliver, and, you know, we were talking after the first half, and he was saying, I've never seen the Knicks, you know, so flat, and the Spurs are playing at such a high level. And we both said, well, let's see what happens in the second half. And, you know, so I think the Spurs have a shot at winning Game 5, but I'm going to go with you. I think it's over. I think the Knicks, I don't know how you come back from that, but if the Spurs do, guys, then once again, modern sports psychology has taken another step forward, because I don't know how, like how does De'Aaron Fox even walk back into the gym today? Because he not only made that stupid decision to go to the basket, he threw 2 horrible passes away right in the middle of the Knicks run at critical times. Like, he was awful. So I think, you know, like, they are capable of just regrouping and coming back. They're hard-nosed, tough-minded, young, and you know, we'll see. But I can't see the Knicks coming back without a championship.
Paul, you've done so much with Basketball Alberta, Canada Basketball, 3x3 Managing Director. What do we have 3x3 coming up this summer here in Edmonton, or what are some of the other storylines we can follow nationally or locally?
Okay, a couple of things locally. I'll thank you for the opportunity to talk 3x3. Here's the Hoop City logo. There we go, little plug. What we're doing is we're taking the year off from FIBA. We're reorganizing our 3-year strategy. So this year we're going to be doing five things with 3x3. We're doing an Edmonton Federation of Community Leagues 3x3 community event, July 11th, down at Fan Park in partnership with the Oilers Foundation, the city of Edmonton, downtown vibrancy, and then all of the net proceeds are going to go to Edmonton, to EFCL for their programming, and we're trying to get the community leagues really into 3x3. So super excited about that. Also working with the Downtown Vibrancy group, Tom Gervin, Jenny Rennie, and we're going to do 4 activations in downtown in Whaleman Park, 3x3 oriented towards the corporate community, towards youth, etc. And in partnership with Legacy Athletics, we're going to be running the first ever 3x3 league. We're going to be running a summer league, U13 to U18 and adult. And then we're working on fall leagues and school events. So this is going to be a real good springboard into next year. And then we're working on a 3-year deal with FIBA, finalizing bringing the women's series back, bringing a high-level men's event back, grassroots event back, all down at the the temporary location for the fan park, and then in 29 will be one of the opening acts when they open the new stadium downtown. But we've struck a long-term deal with the Oilers Entertainment Group, and we're really excited to be their partners.
Oh, amazing. Okay, well, thanks. That's incredible, Paul. And of course, we'll keep in touch with you about that and many other things. We really appreciate it. Of course, we love having you, and we'll be talking to you soon. Enjoy the rest of the NBA Finals.
Hey, we had Jermaine Buckner on the show.
Yeah, he was on a couple days ago. Yeah, you helped me find him or track him down last year. He came on the phone from Charlotte doing draft prep and summer league prep. Yeah, he was really good.
No, that's fantastic. One final thing, Canada U18 national team beat the U.S. 67-65 in the FIBA Americas under 18. So Alberta, our Calgary coach, Kyle Landry, assistant on that team. An Edmonton kid from SFX who now is playing prep school, big contributor to that championship in FIBA Americas.
Watch out for some young ladies with the last name Milne coming up through the system too. Just a hint there.
I heard there's some. They've got a posse. They walk around and they got the headset and the gear on. They're looking tough.
Paul, thank God they get all of their basketball athleticism from their mother.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. It's such a pleasure to talk to you, and I appreciate it. And I love hearing about the Oilers talk too. You guys bring me up on all the gossip going in that way.
Right on. So. Thanks, Paul. See you soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
Always great to talking basketball with Hoop City's Paul Sir. Incredible stuff. Just so dedicated to the sport of basketball. So good at analyzing what happened. So like the Spurs kind of brain cramped a lot of this.
They did.
What do I call those? Late game situations?
Ooh. I'm having a brain cramp.
I don't know. Yeah, it's something don't I say that? You got to manage those?
Well, of course. I mean, that could cost them the series. I mean, they could have stole 2 games in New York going back to San Antonio with the chance to go up 3-2.
Right.
Now they're down 3-1.
And then how are the Spurs feeling? Or how are the Knicks feeling? Like, oh man, we had like double home court advantage.
Yes.
And now it's totally gone.
No, it's the emotions of the game. Will they still swing and have an effect on Saturday's game? TBD, Brock.
Portions of this hour are presented by Lamley's, built for the job, made with quality craftsmanship and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability. Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, featuring brands like Ariat Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Lamleys.com/work to see how Lamleys can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
Paul had a great comment there, and you and I have talked about this. We talked about it with Jermaine Buckner. Like they shoot a ton of threes in the NBA. That's just how the game has evolved. And sometimes they shoot a lot of threes early in possessions.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, what if the Spurs just didn't do it? Like he was basically saying, what if the Spurs just ran a different offense? Like, did teams not have a slow it down, bang it inside off? Like, is that so foreign to these coaches and players? Because there were times in the last 4 minutes of that quarter when the Knicks were within a couple possessions where the Spurs still could have just shot late in the shot clock, and then even with 2 points, even if you miss, then you're taking time away from the Knicks. Like, the teams just not... That's just unfamiliar territory, so the coaches just say, well, we got to go with what we know how to do. That's launch threes.
Yeah, it's just the way the game's going, Reid. This series has been entertaining, but I've said it before, I'll say it again. I feel like when you're watching high-level NCAA basketball, it's much more of a game of basketball that I prefer as opposed to the professional level, where it's a three-point shooting contest. Mm-hmm. Or get the hell out of the way, I'm going one-on-one.
Right.
I mean, it works. Jalen Brunson's showing that.
Yeah.
But... yeah, do you just forget how to play team basketball in those instances and if they slowed the game down? How many times in the fourth quarter did you see San Antonio come down and take the first shot? 5 seconds, 7 seconds into the shot clock.
Yeah.
Like, geez. If they had 10 seconds less on the clock, that's a different ending to that game.
Who knows what happens, yeah. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us for River Cree Resort and Casino. Turning 20 this year, celebrating big with over $1 million in prizes. This is all going on until October 26th. 35 winners of $20,000 in casino free plays, 9 brand new cars, 56 winners of $1,000 in cash, rivercrewresort.com. Buying or selling for Damon Bunting. We got a very enthusiastic person to talk World Cup at 5 o'clock. We'll get to more of your feedback on the inbox and on the Nasty Chat on YouTube. If you are watching us on YouTube this afternoon and you have not given us the thumbs up, please do so. We need 24 thumbs to have a 100 thumb show once again, which would be pretty cool. Here's the Coop.
Sportsnet has reported that Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse has given management a list of 3 to 5 teams he'd consider being traded to. Pittsburgh, LA are 2 potential landing spots for Nurse, according to the fourth period. Down south, now a best of 3. The Stanley Cup Final. Golden Knights Hurricanes hit the ice from Raleigh at 6 o'clock, and in Toronto, longtime NHLer Joe Pavelski has confirmed that he is interviewing for the Maple Leafs head coaching job. CFL action. The Bombers Ticats battle at 6:30. Nick Dembski ankle injury is questionable for Winnipeg. Deshaun Dixon won't play for the Bombers. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is out. MLB action. 2 games underway. Dodgers Pirates knotted at zeros, top of the first and top of the ninth. Royals down 4-2 against the Rangers. At 7:05, the Riverhawks host the Harbor Cats, wrapping up a 3-game series. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. To the NFL, Sean Payton, he's signed a 5-year extension with the Broncos to stay with the team through the 2030 season. In soccer, Moises Bombito remains on Canada's World Cup roster amid recovery from a broken tibia. Canada opens the tournament tomorrow afternoon, challenging Bosnia and Herzegovina. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Elks have their home opener June 20th against the Montreal Alouettes. It's going to be a big one. Lock in your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. Conversation rolls on here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Following the break, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The EST Hangout.
Sometimes it's hard to fully describe what makes the World Cup so special for so many of us, for Hernan, for me, for Lieutenant Eric, for other people out there. It's just hard to fully describe why this match at 1 o'clock means so much.
Yeah.
And it's not even Canada yet.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
with a baseball bat. A man with a tendency to overreact out of control. Oh, and so it goes.
I want everybody to know that I love them more than anything in the entire world.
Whoa!
Because they all broke a one-wish willow, and that's what they wanted. Yeah. Wait till you have your lunch tomorrow, everybody. The sandwich I made you. Hey, if they've seen the movie, they know what I'm talking about, Coop. That's a little inside reference.
You'll even have a little
Obsession
note.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little note. Yeah.
It's an inside joke, Reid.
We'll
They
just
wouldn't
leave
get
it at that. Well,
Yeah.
we certainly have listeners who have seen the film
Mhm.
and will understand what I'm getting at. It's funny. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Coop?
I'm doing swell, man. Can't really complain about nothing at all.
Well, you
can't
really
complain
complain
about nothing at all. I know that one would bug you, Reid. No news in oil country never ceases to amaze me. The entire week has been a very busy one around here at EST with all the Oilers
you're a
news,
good
the
kid.
World Cup getting underway. Like this is exciting.
Canadian
times to live
Open's
in.
underway, right? We didn't even
Right.
mention that. Who's tonight? Hamilton, Winnipeg?
Yeah.
The CFL Elks are on a bye. So next Saturday, the Elks are home to the Montreal Alouettes.
That's true.
Saturday, June 20th, 2 o'clock game. What time is the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show?
Next weekend?
Yes.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Wow,
And then
that's
you're-
an hour before kickoff.
And then you're on right after the game as well.
As per usual, yes. And Matt and I will be there at Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center for said pre-game show and post-game show.
I might have to come say hi because Trev and I are going to be doing the EST tailgate.
You're not allowed on the set.
Oh, okay. Can Trev go though? I can just stand there.
We would love to have you. You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is something where if you guys are there and you haven't had too many wobbly pops, you can come, give your take after on the show. Maybe. We'll see. I never know.
Okay.
You have to
Okay.
run
Well,
it
I'm
by
sure
that
we'll
guy.
be. Yeah. I'll have to ask.
No, Maddie and I
anyways.
will definitely come and say hi at the tailgate.
Right. Well, we got our EST cornhole. We got our tent. We'll be loud and proud down there for about 2 hours before kickoff at the tailgate. So another good season coming up for that.
Looking forward to
It's gonna
seeing
be
your cornhole.
amazing. Yeah. Sure.
That's my document about phrases from the World Cup. Buying or selling, presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, or on Instagram with the handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. We love Damon. He's been on this show. He's been on the Hangout. And an exceptional realtor, but really, he does really care about the community. That's not lip service there. I mean, he's got his golf tournament every year, helps out Robin Hood, among other organizations. And we're really pleased to have him.
He's
with
one of those
EST.
people you get to know, and it's like, this isn't a shtick.
No, he's a genuine human being.
He's really just a really great guy.
Yeah,
so proud to have
the
him as a
only
partner.
thing about Damon I don't get is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well,
like
he
he
explained that, I
loves
think.
them. He's what?
I thought he explained it had something to do with Bo Jackson.
Let's face it, I probably wasn't paying attention.
Paul Sir was great.
Paul Sir's outstanding. Lots of so buying or selling. What does everybody think about Taylor Swift at the game? So what? Okay, the shirts. Who was she with? I don't even know who she was with.
Okay, wasn't one of them an actor on like NYPD Blue?
That was another woman, right? Was
she was wearing the blue shirt.
Oh, was she with Taylor?
I thought she
but
was.
She's the one that's all. What's her name? Martika. Oh, so Marika. What's it? She's on SVU.
SVU.
I can't remember her name. Somebody put it in the chat. Is it Marika something? Law and Order SVU lead actress.
Mariska Hargitay.
Mariska Hargitay?
Hargitay?
Was she with Taylor? I thought she was on her own.
She was with Taylor.
Okay, so the shirts were Nick.
Coordinating T-shirts.
Stevie Nicks, spelled like Nicks. Nicole Kidman, spelled like Nick.
And one of the ladies was wearing Nickelback.
Nickelback. They're from Alberta, you know.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Is that who was with Taylor? Hannah?
Wouldn't that be a twist, Coob?
That'd be a good twist. No H. What was it? Alana Haim?
Alana. Who's
Why
Alana?
would anybody have a problem with Taylor Swift?
Who's Alana Haim?
Haim?
Is that Corey Haim's sister?
That's got to be. You know what? The only people that could have an issue with Taylor Swift being at the game, and this would be completely up to them.
Does she always go to Knicks games?
No.
Though? Okay.
But
I don't have an issue with it. I was just like,
you know who Steve Sherpa is? I think I'm saying his name right.
Who?
He was on The Sopranos. He was junior. Well, you've never seen The Sopranos.
No, I haven't.
If you Google Steve Sherpa, I believe I'm saying
Blue Bloods
as well?
Game was in one battle after another.
Steve Sherpa, SCHIRRIPA. He was in Sopranos. Anyways, he's been a lifelong diehard Knicks fan. He goes to these games, and I heard him on a podcast not that long ago. He's promoting a book, and he was kind of pissed off because he's like, "Okay, Ben Stiller's always there.
Yeah,
that who's the young kid?
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Spike Lee's Rock's there a lot. I think Sandler's there quite a bit. Was Fallon there
Tracy,
yesterday?
Tracy
McEnroe.
No, Tracy Morgan.
Okay, was he shown yesterday?
I believe he was there. But this Steve Sherpa says once the Knicks go on a run, all these other people will start showing up.
Stiller's always like Stiller's
all
a
he
mainstay
tweets
there.
about. Stiller's a mainstay there, and apparently Ben Stiller, you'll see him always with his phone in his hand. He's shooting a documentary about the New York Knicks run from his lens. Like,
no, that's going to be incredible.
Yeah, like he does have a camera that follows him too, but a lot of it is going to be his own personal footage from courtside.
I wonder what his view was for the game-winning shot. But Stiller's always there. Spike Lee's been there forever. I think Rock's been going a long time.
Steve Sherpa.
I think Sandler's been going a while. McEnroe's been going a long time.
Sandman, I'm not sure. I don't think Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David are going a lot.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay.
Certainly not Taylor Swift.
But she has the money to go. You want to go. Now, is she not from the area of Pennsylvania, though, where she'd be a Philly fan? Would that not be frowned upon? I thought, was she not from Pennsylvania, Coop?
You're asking too much of me, Reid. I have no clue this deep. Yeah.
West Reading, Pennsylvania.
Which is which side of the state? Is that the Philly side or the Pittsburgh side?
I don't know. It's not a New York side. I'll tell you that for free.
West Reading, yeah.
I mean, she's just a fan of sports.
Like, to me, though, that would be frowned upon. If you grew up in the Philly area and you're celebrating a Knicks championship run, I mean, that would be like a famous Edmontonian. It's like all of a sudden they got rinkside seats for the Flames and are celebrating. Wouldn't that be kind of frowned upon? I don't know. She's famous enough we can talk about her.
For you and I sitting here, Reid, who cares? I mean, it's
we're
kind of
just
cool.
having fun talking about
It's kind of cool seeing all these celebs show up. The Sandman was sitting right by the Spurs bench.
It was a top story on TSN.
Of some of the people we mentioned, which one would you want to sit with and watch the Knicks game?
Oh, I think I'd love to sit beside the Sandman, Adam Sandler. I think he would be one of the more down-to-earth celebrities. From what I've seen of Ben Stiller, apparently he's quite normal. You know, he's not... Like, Jerry Seinfeld, I think, would be a complete dick.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? You're beneath me. Leave me, peasant.
Either would love you or just hate you.
Now, that's
you're too old for him.
Oh, Jesus. But probably the Sandman, Adam Sandler. I'd like to sit beside him.
You know what? I think it'd be neat to watch a game with John McEnroe because I think he's quite intelligent, and I don't think he's going to start yelling at me and swearing at me like I'm an ump. Yeah, I think he'd probably drop in comments that were kind of acerbic. Is that the right word? But I also think he'd probably have a really keen view of the game. Like, he's probably a lot friendlier than his whole persona from when he played. He's a very good tennis commentator.
Well, and he's, like you said, I think you and him could have meaningful conversation about the game.
Right.
But, like, I wouldn't want you to sit with John McEnroe. Okay. I wouldn't want John McEnroe to sit with you.
Because I'd be mean to him?
Because he'd annoy you.
I don't think John McEnroe would annoy me. I think Larry David would.
Well, what if he's a talker? What if he's a game talker? He would annoy you.
I think Larry David would be, as funny as he is, I think he would be annoying.
But what if it was Larry David and Larry David was just doing and saying Larry David things.
Well, maybe you'd have a lifetime of stories about the weird things that he said.
Did you see that guy walk by with the
what am
the
I
hot
sitting
dog?
on? What am I sitting on? What's on my pants?
Did you notice that
What's on my pants? Whenever I adjust my pants, the Knicks get a 3. But my pants are bugging me.
Did you notice the amount of ketchup that guy had on his hot dog? I mean,
What's he going to do with all that ketchup?
What's up with that hot dog?
Yeah.
Well, what's up with all the ketchup?
Yeah, Larry, it's tied with 2 seconds left. I got to go. I got to go. Have you seen the subway? You seen how crowded it is on the subway?
Yeah, I would say the Sandman. I mean, you've seen all the videos of the Sandman playing pickup basketball at YMCA's. Seems very personable, normal.
Are we missing anybody that was there?
Oh, certainly.
That they showed on TV? We said Chalamet. Was he with Kylie Jenner, who he's with?
Timothée Chalamet.
Is he a New Yorker? I don't even know.
Oh, he'd have to be.
Marty Supreme's your favorite movie of all time, Coop.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, it was for
of all time.
for 2 days.
2 weeks.
Was for
Well,
2
until I
days.
watch Obsession, Reid.
Well, until you watch One Battle.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
But I want to see Marty Supreme. That does look like a good movie. He's in that, right?
Yes, sir.
Chalamet's
Yes,
in
he's
that?
the leading role. Mm.
Tracy Morgan, somebody mentioned, was... Yeah, Jimmy Fallon was there.
Derek Jeter.
Oh, yeah. Was
Eli Manning.
Oh, yeah, they were sitting together for Game 3, weren't they?
Who?
Jeter and Eli.
Oh, yeah. Cringe. Gross.
But Jeter owns the Marlins, right? Doesn't he?
Maybe. I don't know. I think Jimmy Fallon is incredibly obnoxious. If I saw him, I wouldn't even. I might say, "Hey, James," but I wouldn't say, "Hey, Jimmy."
The thing I don't watch as much of late night TV anymore. Whenever I see Fallon stuff popping up on YouTube or whatever, it's like he's just recycling the same bizarre characters and bits over and over again.
Like the frantic guy, or like.
Anyway, Mr. Bond.
I see what you did there.
All right, 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. World Cup Mania when we get back.
2 guys and a goalie.
Darnell Nurse asks for a trade, agrees it's time for a fresh start. Written by Friedman and Speck. This is what we were hearing this morning, that it's reached the point where it's getting more formal. So now sources saying Nurse has given a list of 3 to 5 teams he would consider. He has the right to limit the number of legit destinations.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
There's one game that kicks off summer. Elks football is back, and the best way to experience the home opener is being there when it happens. For every catch, every tackle, every touchdown, hear the roar of the crowd that's been waiting for this moment. Elks, Alouettes at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, June 20th. Presented by James H. Brown, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Lock in your tickets for the home opener now before they're gone at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more. As Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't
Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Hey sports fans, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer's men's national team. The biggest sporting event in the world is coming to Canada this summer, and we hope that you're just as excited as we are. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share it with the whole country.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Sportsnet has reported that Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse has given management a list of 3 to 5 teams he'd consider being traded to. Pittsburgh and LA are 2 potential landing spots for Nurse, according to the fourth period. In soccer news, Moises Bombito is available for Canada's opener against Bosnia and Herzegovina, with Alphonso Davies being ruled out tonight. South Korea meets Czechia. That game starts at 8 o'clock. And down south, game 5. Stanley Cup Final goes down. Now best of 3. Golden Knights Hurricanes hit the ice at 6. And from Toronto, longtime NHLer Joe Pavelski has confirmed that he is interviewing for the Maple Leafs head coaching job. CFL action, the Bombers and Ticats battle at 6:30. Nick Dembski, ankle injury, is questionable for Winnipeg. Deshaun Dixon won't play. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is out. Over to the majors. 1 games live. Dodgers, Pirates, runless, top of the second. Warming up, it's the Mariners and Orioles about to get underway. And at 7:05, the Riverhawks, Harbor Cats close out a 3-game series. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 3, the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Well, guess I'm stuck with that. Anyway,
it shows you have roster players.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think I'll be all right. CFL Fantasy. Okay, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. I'm happy to tell you that portions of this hour are presented by Little Buckaroo Design. Since 2015, Little Buckaroo Design in New Sarepta has been saying, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
We can do that. From heat press and embroidery to rhinestones, sublimation, DTF, signs, and custom decals.
Decals?
Michelle and her team can make it happen. Stop by the showroom at 5063 Center Ave in New Sarepta. Call 780-984-2872 or check out their website, lilbuckaroodesign.ca. The World Cup is underway. Canada plays tomorrow. A lot of people excited for the tournament, including this gentleman, well-known in the Edmonton soccer community. Antony Bent is checking in on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Antony, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Reid. Hey, Jay. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing great. Thanks for making time for us. I know we talked briefly yesterday, and you're pretty busy, but did you have time to watch the match today between Mexico and South Africa?
Yeah, I was supposed to be working, but on and off, we had it in the background. It's a bizarre game, eh? Did you manage to catch it?
Well, bits and pieces. I saw there were a few red cards. Okay, I'm going to ask you something. Look, I watch soccer, but I don't watch as much as a lot of other people. I don't understand how the South African goalie gets beaten between the legs. Like, we see it in hockey. Like, it was like how he went right at him. Just stop it.
Hockey, come on. We're talking real sports now. Hockey, we had tiny little goals. The massive goals. It's you don't want to go underneath the legs or the 5-hole, whatever you call it, but getting beat at the near post, it's those type of things. I was more worried about the ease of the red cards. Just anything's a red card these days. And then the VAR is just a bane of any soccer since we started. So That's the way it's going to carry on. Hopefully adjust quickly, but we can't have a VAR World Cup.
So how many of the 3 red cards did you think were legitimate?
The second one was ludicrous. The first one, I don't know. The third one as well. He's on the last man, so I get that. Was it an obvious goal scoring opportunity? It's debatable. A yellow would have done fine, but you ruin the game in the first game of the season, the cup for South Africa, and they got 2 players out now, and then Mexico's got a guy out for the next game.
Because they have to miss the next match, right? If you get a red card,
1 or 2. I think double yellow would be 1 game, but straight red might even be two games.
So geez, okay, so that's pretty harsh.
World Cup,
Yeah.
So is this something you think was somewhat mandated or predetermined, that they're going to be more sticky as officials and set the precedent early? Like, is this something you've ever seen? 3 red cards in the first game of the World Cup?
I don't know about that, but yeah, there's red card. The last few years have been ridiculous in football. Like the Champions League, anything's a handball these days, and VAR has to go. Everyone hates it. It slows the game down. And now we got the water breaks to secretly divide the game into quarters because it's in North America. So. But hopefully we get back to a cold country soon and do it properly.
Well, now there are TV timeouts, right? Which I think is a little different than other ones.
Mandated water breaks, yeah.
What's that?
Mandated water breaks, I think they say.
Yeah, well, they're TV timeouts, right? I mean, we like you said, they're dividing up the game differently. Tell us a little bit about yourself. People tuning in, obviously hear the accent, hear the passion for soccer. Tell us a little bit about your connection to the sport.
Yeah, I've been in Edmonton for 20 odd years now. Worked with FC Edmonton for a bit, Edmonton Minor Soccer, helped build the soccer dome on the south side. Briefly had a radio show with Low Tide for a year on TSN. And then just been soccer my whole life. Just Sting president, worked with Scottish, and just anything football, I'm all over it. So like the World Cup for me is, I was going to say it's my World Cup, but it is my World Cup. So it's the biggest thing. I've been waiting 4 years. The last few weeks, I've just been vibrating and shaking, watching YouTube videos in bed. And, it starts today. Canada's tomorrow. Like, I'm done now. Like, I'm 4 weeks. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I'm borderline alcoholic. Let's go. It's football. That's the way it should be.
And where'd you live before Edmonton?
I'm from the south of England, and my dad's from the north, which makes me an Everton fan. Which very much like the Oilers, we were good in the 80s, and it's been 40 years of hell since then. So.
Give us your hometown. I want to Google map it, or your original hometown.
Penzance is my hometown. Penzance.
Okay.
Penzance.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I want to look up. I want to look up where it is. Okay, so first of all, just how you sort of touched on it, but how excited are you that there's a World Cup like in Canada, in North America, and I think you're going to be traveling, but you sound like you've been just anticipating this for years.
Well, it's frustrating with Edmonton not having games. I mean, originally we were one of the host cities, and then Vancouver snuck in and stole it. But I understand a little bit with the test venues they had at the Commonwealth Stadium. It wasn't a great test venue. It's an aging stadium. The corporate hospitality probably isn't quite up to FIFA standards. And I was at the game last week, and getting in and out is very difficult. It's it needs a few upgrades for that stadium. Surprised how many people could fit in there. 60,000 is quite impressive, but I can't imagine the ingress if you had 60,000 in there, because it was pretty packed when I was there, and lashing down with rain the whole time, which made it way better, I think.
Yeah, that was an interesting game to go to. Okay, so let's start with Canada.
Yes.
How do you think they're going to do? And then I'll tie this all into one question. How do you think Canada is going to do, and what would constitute a successful World Cup for the Canadian team?
Canada. I'm lucky because I got 3 teams now. I'm English, support England. Canada's my adopted home. And then whoever Scotland's playing is my 3rd team. So
I love it.
Canada, I think success, baby steps. 86 was it first time they were in the World Cup? Qualified, didn't get out the group, didn't score a goal. 4 years ago, got in, scored some goals, didn't get out the group. So a success would be getting to a knockout game. If Canada can get to a knockout game and experience the stress and, the excitement of everything hinging on going through to the next round. Imagine even a shootout would be unbelievable. I think that's to get to the last 32 would be a success for Canada, I think. You got the good manager, Jesse March. He's the key now. Fonzo's out for the first 1, 2, 3 games, and then is he even fit for the third game? Who knows? I heard on the bit before that Bambito, he's back in now, so that's a plus. And then, of course, losing the boy before with his ACL. But it's not a tough group, though, is it? If you look on paper, Switzerland, you've missed all the big dogs. Switzerland's the top-ranked team in the group. They're not fantastic. You could grab a draw out of that or a loss, but then Bosnia, that could be a point, and then Qatar. Come on, if we can't beat Qatar, you shouldn't be there anyway. But Canada had a good a good few lead up. They're not a bad team. You look at the players now. 4 years ago, they were Canadian Premier League and leagues you never heard of. It's Bundesliga now, Premier League. Well, with the whole City Boy, French First Division, Italian League. It's like they're proper leagues now. They're pulling players from decent leagues. The strength and depth could be an issue. Outside the first 11, the backups isn't that great. But the biggest thing is they're all absolute athletes. So I can see them keeping in the game for 60, 70 minutes and then could be losing out to the subs. But
okay.
I see us getting out of the group. I really do.
Yeah. Well, I like their chances too, especially with 8 of the 12 third place teams getting through, right?
Yeah.
If it comes down to that.
If you get one win, you're probably going to get through.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what about, like you told, and I unfortunately I couldn't get the video to work to get it on, but what are you doing to show your passion for England, both I guess here and traveling wise?
Well, me and Danny Greenwood is a friend of mine I've had for almost the first guy I met when I moved to England. He's from Rochdale. He's a bit of a gypsy, but he's a good guy. So me and him put on viewing parties for about 16 years now, and we started very small, and it's got so big and so crazy now that we're at the Ice House rooftop patio. And even for the final last time, we sold out the whole Ice House. It was absolute chaos. Big. I don't know if you know the boys there, but like Pat and Paddy Pants Down.
Yeah,
he really looked after us, and I mean, he's surprised. He said, "Don't worry, boys. I host Oilers playoffs events." I was all right. Good luck. And then he's like, "This is insane. There's smoke bombs going off." And regrettably, a few things went off the side there, but that won't happen this year. But it's a different atmosphere. Like we get there early. It's kid friendly. Everyone's singing. It's not just the usual, let's go insert team name here like we do in North America. Lots of singing and loud, and it's just fun and packed. If I send you some more videos, but you come down to a game, every England game, every Canada game, we're going to be lighting it up. It's pretty good. The group stages, we've got 200, I think, coming to the first game.
So you're doing this for Canada as well tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, perfect. Oh, awesome. Okay.
Tomorrow. I think, they just announced those viewing parties at the Ice House outside area where they do the playoff games. So,
sweet.
That's a free event, but we'll be inside in the Ice House because we thought of this years ago, not just panicking because the Oilers didn't make the playoffs and it's empty. So we will have the best atmosphere in the city. So come see us tomorrow. You can rock up. Come early to get a good spot to watch Canada, and Danny will be there to look after everyone. We'll pop by as well. But the England games are what we want to do. We're hosted by St. George Society. They help us out presenting it, all the good people on the board there. So I can't wait, mate. It's been 4 years.
All right, and where are you going? Where are you going to see games?
I'm off to New York in 2 weeks to watch England-Panama.
Oh, wow.
We better win that one.
Is that their final group game? If it's a couple of weeks.
Final group game. Yeah. It's actually, we're staying in New York, but I think it's at New Jersey.
Yeah, it's actually, the stadium's actually in New Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a nightmare to get down there because the trains and that. So Danny's got a plan. But my wife's not thrilled with the price of the tickets I paid, so still in the doghouse there. I haven't told her about the hotels and flights yet. But it's once in a lifetime for me, so I'm like, whatever, let's do it. Let's break the bank.
So what then? You talked about the realistic expectations for Canada. What's good? Like, is it win the World Cup or go home for England? Is that where this team's at?
I think it's my usual get too excited. We're going to win it. Get knocked out in the semi, 1 penalties by France probably. But no, we should do. We brought the new manager and he's been brought in to win it. I'm not overly excited about having a German as the head coach, and I don't know if that's true, but I'm not sure if a manager outside the country that coaching has ever won the World Cup. I have to look into that. But.
Oh, I'm not sure. We'd have to check.
So hopefully we break that, and then if he doesn't make it and does badly, then he's going to be, he won't ever be in England again. But if he wins, then there's a statue of him going up in London, I imagine. But we could win. Defense is weak. There's a few superstars we have, and we don't have any injuries this time. Normally one of our stars comes in injured, touch wood. But, Bellingham, Kane's on fire. So there's no reason we shouldn't get to the semis. Finals.
Okay. So what would your advice be to non-soccer fans or very casual fans? What's your advice to get invested in the World Cup, or like just a good way to, to follow it, learn about it, like just dive in and start watching games, or what's the best thing to do?
3 games a day now for a month. It's fantastic. And it's spread out throughout the day. So I don't know, pick a team, pick 2 teams. We have a sweepstake at work where everyone's got 2 teams, and it creates more of an atmosphere where it's not Iraq versus Egypt. It's Nathan versus Tyler, so right. It's a lot more fun like that. So that gets people invested. But I think the group stages, there's a bit more of a chess game where nobody wants to lose. But then when you get to the knockout stages, and it's a global game, they say the World Championships of baseball, and it's 2 countries barely. But this is like the Curaçao's there. I've been to Curaçao. How the hell are they in the World Cup? It's a tiny little island. It's so things like that, and then you got your underdogs and your big dogs. There's always a team that doesn't let you down. We all get to laugh at Italy again for not qualifying. So,
well, I often say about hockey, it's an international sport that is not played internationally. It's like so. This is obviously. A little different. Well, I mean, I should get your perspective too, because you're involved in the Edmonton soccer community. Like, how are things? How's participation? How's the high-end stuff? And just the talent that Edmonton is producing? What can you tell people about that?
It's just a shame to lose FC Edmonton and the professional team. I know there's lots of variations of semi-pro they're trying to bring in, which is good progress. Need to start small, I think. Start with a small team, get a few hundred people come in and build from then instead of trying to start big. It's a shame Calgary's doing so well because, it sucks that they have a team and we don't. But in the past, like you look at Alphonso Davies and anyone else to come from Alberta, the hard fact is they have to leave Alberta to progress their career. And that's the next stumbling block. The good thing is now Fonzie went through Vancouver, so at least he's in Canada. The Canadian MLS teams and then the Canadian Premier League as well. So we're starting to get a route through to professional. You think in the past, if you're a good player in Edmonton, it'd be so hard. Like what's he called? Hargreaves had to move to Germany to even get a taste of professional football. Now we have a pathway. You can get to a CPL team, which gets you to an MLS team. Then you're on the global radar, I guess, so people can see you. So we're getting there. Like I said, with Canada, it's baby steps. That Canada's not going to go and win the World Cup. That'd be amazing if they did. Well, Canada-England final would be good. But realistically, they're not there yet. But you go back 20 years, look how far they've come. But there's proper professional players there making good money now. And that's only going to feed everyone else, and people are going to want to see that. You see kids walking around the streets with Canada jerseys and their names on the back. It's like, that's unheard of from 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I mean, our show starts at 3, so we're going to be able to watch it right leading up to the start of our show. Okay, I found your hometown in England. What was the weather like there? Like, you're kind of out there a bit, eh?
Beautiful, mate. It's on the coast.
Yeah? Didn't get storms and stuff?
No, dude, look at the beaches around there. They're really nice. But then my dad's from up north, so it's grim up north.
Okay, sorry, what's your EPL team again?
Everton.
Everton, okay.
Yeah, it's been a tough 40 years.
Well, some other teams might say that too. So
yep. Good in the 80s.
All right. Antony, let's try to talk again. Like, but I'm just so like when I talked to you yesterday, I said, we want a guest that's excited about the World Cup. And like, you nailed it, man. Like it's great what you're doing for Canada, England. Awesome that you're traveling and you're sharing this passion with so many other fans. So, and thanks for being so generous with your time, because we know that you're busy as well. Thank you so much for hopping on, man.
And what is it? It's 12 days till Scotland fly back home. So let's see how that goes.
You're already booking them out, eh?
They left the plane running. They didn't even stop it.
Oh, gee. Love the trash talk. Take care, buddy. We'll talk to you down the road.
Have a good week.
That is Antony Bent checking in. So what are his three favorite teams? Canada, England,
and whoever Scotland's playing.
He's ABS, anybody but Scotland.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Penzance, United Kingdom looks gorgeous. He's right about these beaches.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He was awesome. I mean, that's he's rocking and rolling.
You just get a real appreciation of the passion that is behind it. And the real, like, I feel like soccer fans are generally realists. Yeah, we're probably going to make it to the semifinal, and we're probably going to get beaten penalties by France.
Right.
You know, but that's where they're supposed to get, and who knows? Maybe this is the year they get over it.
Scotland is in Group C with Brazil, Morocco, and Haiti. And England, I just want to double check their group. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. So he's going to the England-Panama game, he said, in New York. Or, well, it's actually in New Jersey. But
Panama!
Great song.
Yeah.
That was Antony Bent talking some World Cup. Incredible stuff. Canada playing, of course, tomorrow against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Portions of this hour presented by Little Buckaroo Design in New Sarepta. All right, words of the day still coming up. Here's a sports update with the Coop.
Sportsnet has reported that Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse has given Oilers management a list of 3 to 5 teams he'd consider being traded to. Pittsburgh and LA are 2 potential landing spots for Nurse, according to the fourth period. In soccer news, Moises Bombito is available for Canada's opening match against Bosnia and Herzegovina tomorrow, with Alphonso Davies being ruled out and one game wrapped up today. One game to go at South Korea meeting Czechia at 8 o'clock. Down south, best of 3 now in the Stanley Cup Final. Golden Knights Hurricanes hit the ice from Raleigh at 6. And in Toronto, longtime NHLer Joe Pavelski has confirmed that he's interviewing for the Maple Leafs head coaching job. CFL action, the Bombers Ticats battle out in Winnipeg. Kickoff at 6:30. Nick Dembski, ankle injury, questionable for the Bombers. Deshaun Dixon will not play for them. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is sidelined. Over to the majors. 2 games are live. Top of the third, Dodgers with a 3-0 lead on the Pirates in bottom first inning. Seattle up 1-0 early on Baltimore. At 7:05, the Riverhawks are in action, wrapping up a series against the Harbor Cats. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, the show continues. Following the break here on Edmonton Sports Talk, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The Oil Stream.
Darnell Nurse, I could see in the most Oilers fashion. I would almost guarantee this. I think he will get traded at some point. I think the writing's on the wall, and I think he's starting to see that. I think he's a smart man, but I could just see wherever he goes, he would just flourish. He would just be so good. Like the pressure's gone, clean slate. I think he could have a career year.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Awesome chat with Antony Bent, Canadian and English fan for the World Cup, and also totally against Scotland. I think he's against Scotland even existing. So he's organizing watch parties, Ice House downtown for Canada and England games. He's going to the England game against Panama in a couple of weeks. They're playing at, MetLife Stadium? Though they can't call it that. It's all these things. It's like Boston Stadium, Toronto
Jersey Stadium.
Yeah, so that's all you can call it. Pretty cool. World Cup underway. Mexico won earlier. He's not a fan of some of the officiating though, and the video review. Antony did not like that stuff.
The VAR, that's the
the video review. Yeah,
video assisted review.
Right, that's what it stands for. Yeah.
I don't follow soccer enough to know, but he says everybody. Yeah, right. The referee drawing a square or a rectangle, but he said it, quite adamantly that everybody wants this to go. I don't know. It'd be interesting to talk to the Matties and the Hernans and the Lieutenant Erics of the world that follow this. And is that the case? If that's so, why is it still around? I mean, I guess video review is just becoming more of a mainstay, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, what about the it seems to me that they review a lot in the NBA. Because the refs can initiate it themselves, can't they? To check fouls and stuff like that?
If they don't have a definitive answer, yeah, they'll say, okay, I think it's this one.
Okay.
That's the signal in the NBA. Like it happened last night in the game.
Oh, a couple times. They're checking fouls and stuff. But the teams also have challenges in the NBA, but not unlimited.
No.
Okay.
No, and it costs you a timeout if you miss it.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
What's the matter, Coop?
Oh, well, I got really excited because I went to 84no.com. It turns out there's an 8-0 World Cup edition.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
8-0 World
You're playing 84-0 during the show, Coop?
Maybe one round I had to get my itch in. You know?
Right.
No, I was just refreshing my page.
8no.com. Oh, God.
Well, what, your chair just broke. What happened? Are you okay?
Your chair is trying to attack you there.
Oh, this chair
is His chair has an obsession.
Piece. How do I?
All right, Jay's okay. By the way, portions of this hour are presented by the Edmonton Elks. Get your game face ready. Commonwealth Stadium and the Edmonton Elks gearing up for another dynamic season of Canadian football action. Get your tickets now for the Elks home opener, June 20th versus Montreal on the new field at Commonwealth Stadium. Go to goelks.com. The Elks 1-0 for the first time since 2019. On a bye. Montreal's also 1-0, right? They beat Hamilton in overtime, so that'll be a good showdown there. They're on a bye The Elks, the Alouettes and the Elks both on a bye this week. What is it, Hamilton, Winnipeg tonight?
Yeah.
I think Saskatchewan and BC are playing on the weekend. That's a big game.
Huge game.
Is that not a rematch of the West Final?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they're both coming off byes, so that'll be interesting stuff. Did you see the CFL?
Montreal's playing Toronto this week.
Oh, I thought they were off. I'm sorry.
Calgary's off.
Calgary and Ottawa and Edmonton are off.
Correct.
My bad. Sorry, Montreal's playing tomorrow. Oh, yeah, because Dusty's going there. What am I talking about? All right. So someday I'll do a show and not get anything wrong.
Oh, please don't. That wouldn't be fun.
Well, I'd like to not get things wrong. I made a goof up. Did you see the quarterback rankings on CFL.ca?
Negative, but I'd love to hear it.
Now, this was an article written by Matthew Cauz, C-A-U-Z. Now, he based this mostly on more recent play. Okay?
Okay.
Who do you think number one is?
Davis Alexander.
Nathan Rourke.
But he didn't play last week.
But including more like last year.
Okay. Yeah, Nathan Rourke.
Sure. Who's number two?
Bo Levi Mitchell.
Trevor Harris. I take issue with this.
This is an issue.
Trevor Harris.
Who wrote this?
Matthew Cauz.
Is there an email address? Is there a phone number? Because I'd call it right now. How is Trevor Harris ahead of Bo Levi Mitchell and Davis Alexander?
Because I guess he won the Grey Cup.
Hasn't won lost a regular season game.
Davis Alexander is 3. Bo Levi is 4. Vernon Adams Jr. is 5. Zach Collaros is 6. Fajardo is 7th. Chad Kelly is 8th. But if Chad Kelly's on his game, is he not pushing for number 1?
Maybe, Reid. I mean, it's a
and
big
Jake Mayer is
TBD.
9th. Yeah, I don't know about this gentleman's list. I hate to do this to him.
Well, it's giving far too much credit to what Trevor Harris did last year. I mean, that's kind of the thing with these quarterbacks like a Zach Collaros, Trevor Harris. When is the next injury going to stop them? Right.
So I just thought that, it's always a little bit subjective, but to me, Rourke and Bo Levi. Kucherov wins the Hart Trophy. Here's the voting. He had 10 more points than Connor McDavid.
Wow.
Kucherov, 1,400. We said this would be a close vote, all 3 finalists. Kucherov, 1,436 points. McDavid, 1,426 points.
Oh.
So the people who voted, you pick 5 people, and the points are 10, 7, 5, 3, 1, first through 5th.
Wow, that's really close.
McDavid, so Kucherov had 72 first-place votes. McDavid had 68. McDavid had a couple votes as low as 5th. McKinnon was 3rd. He had 52 first-place votes. Now, 2 other players, Jason Milne, received first-place votes. Who do you think they were?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, one of them was talked about as a Hart candidate for much of the year.
Macklin Celebrini
finished 4th in the voting. He had 5 first-place votes. Nick Suzuki got 1 first-place vote and finished 5th in the voting. So Kucherov wins the Hart just barely over Connor McDavid. Is this 2 for Kucherov or 3?
That's 2.
That's 2? Okay, 2 for Kucherov. The top 10, here we go. Kucherov, McDavid, McKinnon, Celebrini, Suzuki, Pasternak, Werenski, Cole Caulfield, Rasmus Dahlin, 9th, and Vasilevsky, 10th. Crosby finished 12th, tied with Makar. Who else? Matthew Schaefer got 4 fifth-place votes. He finished 16th. Scott Wedgwood, another goaltender on the list, 17th. And a bunch of guys who just had a couple points. Logan Thompson got 1 fifth-place vote. So all in all, 23, 24, 26 gentlemen received at least 1 Hart Trophy vote in the top 5. Only 5 people got 1 or more first-place votes. Kucherov gets it.
Kucherov did not get any fifth place votes.
Correct. I don't know if anything. Maybe I didn't think Suzuki would be that high. Maybe I thought Werenski might be higher than 7th.
Well, let's face it, Reid. From Nikita Kucherov, Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, then there's a massive drop-off. I mean, almost half of the voting points to Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody else for any other Oilers got votes, which I guess isn't a huge surprise. So there it is. Kucherov gets the Hart Trophy as the teams head into Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final tonight. I will not be watching Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final.
How excited are you, Reid?
I'm looking forward to it. I can't remember, because this is kind of the preview night. Well, I mean, it technically opens tomorrow, but they start.
Are you going straight from here to the theater?
I'm going straight to St. Albert. I might have to grab a little bit of snack along the way or something.
Okay, so the theater in St. Albert, I believe you need to turn left on Rainbow Dust Lane.
Yes.
To get there.
Yes.
And then hang a quick right to Powder Puff Circle.
Yeah, because it's right by Rapunzel Crescent.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Now, I'm going to see Disclosure Day.
Now, you're going with Marc Majot?
Marc Majot and two of his buddies who I do not know. Mark asked me probably 3 weeks ago. And I thought, well, I won't be covering an Oilers game. Worst case scenario, I'll have to miss a Cup Final game, and so I'll miss it. Oh, well. Life goes on.
Live review tomorrow on the show?
Yeah, I'll give you a review, sure. Spielberg directed it, eh?
Watch how much water you drink before. If it's
I stopped drinking water at 4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I won't be having any.
You don't want to have to leave.
No. Not at all.
You going to get popcorn?
No.
Yeah.
Majot, he was very organized. He bought me a ticket. I sent him the money, and then earlier this week, he's like, send me your food order. We pre-order, so we just walk in and get it. And I was like, no, I'm good. You guys get your own snacks. I'm not a big snacker during movies at the theater.
No Twizzlers?
No, I'll be fine.
No mini mints? Or
no, I don't want to just sit there and eat junk food. I do that enough all day here at work. How many chips we eat all day?
I'm surprised. No popcorn, huh?
No, I'm not a big... I like popcorn, but I don't need popcorn. And it's so sticky to eat.
At a theater?
And your hands feel gross the whole time.
But you're at a theater.
So what?
Popcorn with the extra butter, and then you get...
I don't need it. I don't need it.
The shaker, and you can put as much shaker stuff on it.
I don't care. Show me the film.
You're hardcore.
Yes, I am. I wonder if we're in a VIP, though.
What's that mean?
The VIP cinema.
What's that mean?
Kay, don't play dumb.
I don't know what you mean.
There have been VIP cinemas for probably 15 years.
VIP Cinema St.
They have
Albert.
like their recliners and their...
Okay, Landmark Cinema St. Albert.
That's where I'm going. Check.
All of Landmarks is like that, is it not?
Not every cinema is a VIP.
Oh, I thought they were all recliner at Landmark. That's the way to watch it.
Not downtown.
What time are you going at?
7.
Well, St. Albert, I mean...
Oh, is St. Albert a VIP? Is it all VIP?
It is all VIP. Yeah, especially when you're turning off. Like, have you ever been down Silver Spoon Circle? Like, that's one of the premier locations in St. Albert.
So is this an entire VIP cinema?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's St. Albert.
They were all recliner seats.
Are you serious? Every time I've been there a handful of times...
But they're more spaced out. Like there's smaller theaters that fit fewer people. Don't you have a little coffee table next to you?
Oh, you
can
got
drink
everything.
booze.
Yeah. No, you get your feet massaged.
Is that where I'm
you get
going?
A full petty. Maybe not that last part. But.
Well, I think it was $25.
Yeah, it says recliner seating.
That's the only way I watch movies.
It says premier seats. Not all are premier seats.
Oh.
Ticket details.
Select amount.
Yeah, you can see. Am I going to a VIP?
Well, it's a VIP showing. I'd imagine.
Well, you're damn right. It better be, Reid.
It doesn't officially
Didn't they know
release
it was
until
you?
tomorrow. You are the Reid Wilkins.
What's going on here?
And Marc Majot's amazing.
I mean,
too.
every movie I'm looking at.
No, I don't know.
Says it's got premier seats.
Well, Nate the Builder says they're all recliner seats. And of course, it's VIP.
Reid, you struck it out of the park.
Nate the Builder says, of course it's VIP. It's St. Albert. And yes, they are all recliner seats.
Timber Woodsman said heated and
And do they have
cooled
food
seats.
servers? Like, am I going to get served in my seat? They can't serve you during the movie.
He said the landmark.
This is from
Timber,
too hoity-toity for me.
This is from Timber Woodsman. The landmark in St. Albert is the best. Every seat is VIP. They are in St. Albert heated and cooled seats.
I told her so.
Oh, wow.
Told her so.
You can cool your buttocks.
Heated seats.
This is amazing.
Reid, if you want to warm up, you can
just go to a
warm
movie.
your buttocks.
Well, I'm going to have to try to get a touch on the way through. To quote a line from the World Cup
This
today.
is, oh my gosh.
All right, well, I guess I'll have a review of the whole environment as well on top of the movie.
Can you?
Maybe I don't even be sitting anywhere near Mergeau.
Can you
We'll have our own viewing pods.
Can you send me a video of arriving into the cinema?
I won't think of that, and
The
I
theater?
hate doing that.
And show me
You know
your
I
seats?
won't do that.
Just to me.
No, I hate doing that.
Just come on.
I'm in public enjoying my life.
show
I
me
don't
a
want to worry
picture.
about taking
Give me
a video.
Give me a video.
I'll maybe take a picture of myself,
Take
or
a
Mergeau
picture.
can take a picture.
Yeah.
Mergeau might be listening. I don't know.
Give me a.
Mergeau's probably mad I took a swipe at the Knicks on the morning show. Well, I took one more at Clausen. Like, how does a guy from Lloydminster become a Knicks fan? Because the border markers are orange?
Dare to dream. The border markers aren't orange. They're red.
They're orange.
They're red. I just took a picture in front of them like
I always thought they were
all
orange.
but 2 weeks ago.
All right. I always saw them as orange when I lived there. But I think they've been taken down and painted.
They've
though.
probably been painted.
Yeah. All right. 780-218-9999.
Well, Timmy, yeah. Welcome to the city of Lloydminster. Your first task for this week is to go paint the markers. Here's your climbing gear.
River Crew Resort Casino inbox. Don't forget, Tap 25 has a $21.99 prime rib special available 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. It's available for dine-in and takeout. rivercrewresort.com. Words of the day when we get back.
Nikita Kucherov has won his second Hart Trophy, beating Connor McDavid by 10 points in voting. Kucherov with 72 first-place votes, McDavid with 68, Nathan MacKinnon getting 52 in third place. Meanwhile, Sportsnet has reported that Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse has given management a list of 3 to 5 teams he'd consider being traded to. Pittsburgh and LA are two potential landing spots for Nurse, according to the fourth period. Soccer news, Moises Bombito is available for Canada in tomorrow's opener against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Alphonso Davies being rolled out for that one. To the field, the Bombers, Ticats battle at 6:30. Nick Dembski ankle injury questionable for Winnipeg. Deshaun Dixon won't play for the Bombers. As for Hamilton, Winton McManus is sidelined for tonight. At 7:05, the Riverhawks and Harbor Cats wrap up a 3-game series. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. Find the full broadcast schedule at edmontonsportstalk.com. And tonight, Edmonton's looking to snap a 4-game slide. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. No permission is needed to speak with them. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or online at paramountflooring.ca. Edmonton Public Library presents Words of the Day next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Mexico! I don't know his name. Great goal. Great goal. That's going to happen for the whole month. Let's go. Oh, 5-hole.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more. As Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you can afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button on YouTube, please do so. We need one thumb to get to 100. So if you haven't done it already, get in there and click. Les says, Reid obviously never went to this theater with Rob Brown. Well, no, Rob and I didn't go to movies together. But I've not been to a movie in St. Albert since Village Tree Mall was open. Village Tree or Village Green?
Where was there trees or greens or a village at all?
I don't know.
Or was the name just completely misleading?
I don't know, Coop.
Okay.
I haven't been to a movie in St. Albert in a long time. This is new for me, everybody. I'm branching out.
How often do you venture out to St. Albert? Is that a common spot for you to...
Well, I go to the game store.
Okay.
I go to Mission Fun and Games. All right.
Oh, okay.
Word of the day for Edmonton Public Library. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this is a fun thing. Gather a team of fellow detectives and head to the Stanley A. Milne Library on Saturday, July 25th for Locked Library, The Bookcase, an after-hours escape room adventure. Whether you're a puzzle pro or just looking for a one-of-a-kind night out, Locked Library offers suspense and unforgettable fun in one of Edmonton's most iconic spaces. Tickets are now available for this library fundraiser at epl.ca/Locked Library. Early bird pricing ends on June 30th. All right, and we have
word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
So,
English, do you speak
so I
it?
could have got, because Joe was like, I could have got a hot dog waiting for me. I just thought he wanted, if I wanted pop or snacks, I could have got supper probably.
Well, yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. You got to explain everything to people. Always over-explain. Don't assume people know, Majo.
Yeah, when you get to a certain age, Majo, you need to explain things to
especially
others.
to me.
Yeah.
I hope Majo is listening.
I wonder if Majo wants to come on the show and do a breakdown with you.
Well, we could ask if he can come on tomorrow.
Right? Because I think that would be
and
what the
he
listeners
does like
would
the
want.
Knicks.
Oh, perfect. Let's get him on.
All right.
We should do a show from Majo. First word of the day.
Yeah.
Valedictory. Valedictory.
VALEDICTORY. This is something done by a valedictorian.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Something done by someone.
What describe it though?
It's
what does a valedictorian do?
Someone who's voted best in class. It's something done by someone voted best in class.
What is the premise of
give a speech?
And what your
to your peers.
And what are you
as you graduate? It's a graduation. Yeah.
Valedictory describes something expressing or containing a farewell. of which a graduation would be.
I didn't quite do a good job.
What do you think an alien's favorite number is? If you were an alien, what number would they like most?
What? 61.
61.
Okay.
We're going to give you a 0.61 for, what's this movie called? Independence Day?
Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day.
Mex Bezzozu says, hey, Jason Milne, is that a valedictory in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Well done, Mex.
All right.
Second word of the day.
Okay, thanks for. I could have got full meals ahead of time. Okay, fine.
What? Second word of the day. Saturnine.
Saturnine. Oh, should I take a chance? SATYRNINE. SATYRNINE.
Say that again.
SATURNINE. That would have been right? All right, I failed. I don't know what that means, though. Something that tastes like bleach.
Would you like a sentence?
Yes.
A walk in the sunshine can improve your mood significantly, raising the spirits of even the most saturnine among us.
Oh, someone in a foul mood.
Yeah, so it's saturnine is a literary word that typically describes people who are glum and grumpy, or things that suggest or express gloom.
Well, we got a few of those.
2.11.
All right. All right, we got to go. Coob, have a good long weekend.
Thank you. Enjoy your camping trip.
The egging of Nord. Yeah.
Yes. Go Nord that egg.
Well, he said popcorn or other snacks. That's, I don't know. I'm about to find out.
This is just...
Now I'm rattled.
Shaking
now I'm
you
gonna
to
be
the
thinking
core.
about I'll be abducted by an alien, and I'll be like, yeah, but I could have got food.
Are you going to sneak something in? Are you going to sneak food in?
No, I'll get something on the way.
Live a little.
I'm Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Enjoy hockey, aliens.